Bloody Brian. Bloody Brian. Always being late. Trying to do some bloody things.
It's
On the
honestly
bright
impressive
side,
you can get
he's turned
this
up
many
unlike
people in
someone
one
else.
place.
Yeah, he did turn up, unlike someone else. Okay. So, great start to the first stream, in that one person hasn't turned up and one person's late because he's got a family.
Oh, what's the link to the stream so we can spam the chat?
Don't spam the chat.
What, you want
I doubt
viewers?
anyone's going to be blooming watching this anyway.
Well, if you give us the stream thing, then we can watch it, can't we? Or at least give you some viewers, so other people might can't watch it.
It's called Facebook.
It's not. Well, yeah, I did put the link on Facebook. In fact, I linked you in the link in Facebook. You shared the link in Facebook.
Yeah, but that was ages ago.
Oh, yeah, all of like 3 hours. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen of the internet, I am Ludo.
Oh, wait, we started?
Yeah, we started. What do you think I'm complaining about? I'm complaining for comic effect. Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, I am Ludo from Laurentian Productions. And today we're going to be playing a little bit of Dungeons & Dragons of the Tyranny of Dragons module. I have gathered with me a bunch of insane Vikings and nerds, and nerd Vikings, and I'm hoping that you'll enjoy this and not flame me on YouTube. So I'm just going to run through the list of everyone. Let people introduce their characters. First of all is Tegan Ramaris, played by Axel, who's not here because he's a bitch.
Good idea to introduce the person who's not
Yeah,
here first.
Axel, say nothing if you're a bitch. There we go. Next is Kelvin. Kelvin, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hiya, I'm Kelvin. I'm a Firbolg druid. I like woods and hitting people over the head with a club.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, his name is Mossy Bumblelog, which is the second greatest name I've ever forced onto someone. Eric.
Good evening. My name is Eric. I am playing the Dwarven Paladin Ingvar Ironstone. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Simon.
Yes, I'm playing the Tabaxian Rogue.
With your head in a bucket. Yeah, Simon is playing Leaves on the Eastern Wind, the Tabaxi Rogue. And Pete.
Hello. What am I playing? Oh, yeah. My name is Peter. I'm playing Alessa Jachiva today, who is a half-elven bard.
You had to look that up, didn't you?
Maybe. Whose musical instrument is his delightful voice.
Excellent. And Emil.
I am playing Manfred von Blitzkrieg, the cleric.
Nice. With the most epic of moustaches.
Gosh.
Yes.
That's all I need to know about him.
Yeah. And finally we have Brian, who's playing Tom Bass. Now, Brian is currently running after children and waving his hands in the air.
Sounds
I'm
about
back.
Oh, Brian, if you'd like to introduce yourself and your character.
My name's Brian. I'm a PVC granulator. I enjoy nice long walks on the beach. And yeah, I'm playing Tom Bass, a bastard everyman. Yeah, that's about it.
Nice. Okay, so everybody is here. It's time to begin the adventure.
Hooray!
Because we're not corporate, we're not going to try and sell all of our things, mostly because none of us have any things.
Is someone not wearing headphones, by the way? Because I'm hearing myself coming through sometimes.
By the way, this is an awesome game. If you enjoy it, feel free to send pizza to Ludo.
See, I'm not going to argue with that because I really like pizza, but they have no way of sending me pizza, so I'm not. Ha ha ha.
He especially likes Domino's. Wish you'd add.
He appreciates their business model.
Hate you all so much.
He does.
Okay.
So it's a dark, stormy night or something?
No, I am not that much of a cliche that I was going to go with a dark, stormy night.
It's a stormy, dark night.
No. Shut up. I'm about to begin. Dusk was falling on the town of Greenest. Shut up. In the tap room of the Whimsical Knife Tavern, Marcus Longford... The Whimsical Knife Tavern. It's not as bad as the Impossible Bees Tavern in the other game, but still. In the tap room... Yes, it's going to be that kind of adventure. In the tap room of the Whimsical Knife Tavern, Marcus Longford patted his big round belly, put his large hairy feet up on the... He's a halfling.
Sorry, carry on.
Patted his big round belly... We're going to be here for all bloody day. And put his large hairy feet up on the stool he kept for just such a purpose, and smiled as he surveyed his establishment. It was a busy evening, with all manner of strange folks staying the night. But that was nothing new. People came and went, and Greenest was on the trade road, so a little oddity here and there kept things interesting, and helped keep his mind off the rumours that had been floating about dragons and bandits and the like. Marcus lit his long clay pipe, and took a drawer of the sweet tobacco he'd paid an absolute fortune for when that caravan from down south had last passed through. Old Jeb Thatcher was in the middle of another story about Tom Bass, hero of the Battle of King's Hill, and had just got to the good bit where Tom shoots the Cyclops square in the eye, saving the Lord of Waterdeep and the Priestess of Tymora with his goblin crossbow, when one of the bar staff, Norbit, scrolling down, groaned and muttered that it was probably an accident or something, and received a chorus of jeers from the listening patrons. That Norbit. He was a hard worker, thought Marcus, but a bit of a stick in the mud. He'd relax in time, though. He'd only been living in town a couple of months and hadn't really settled in yet.
Fucking Norbit.
Yeah. Marcus turned his attention back to the story, but his eyes caught on the cat girl.
And now we've gone off script.
Like fucking any weebs watching just went.
Yoing!
I know I did.
But his eyes caught on the Neko Mimi. She was by far the strangest being Marcus had ever seen. It was as if one day a cat had just decided to up and start walking on two legs and talking to people. Marcus had met a great number of people in his time, elves, dwarves, even the occasional dragonborn. But never before had he seen such an odd duck. Or cat. Or whatever.
What was I going to say?
She was focused on old Jeb with the intensity of, well, a cat watching a mouse. Marcus couldn't remember the last time anyone had paid that much attention to old Jeb. Not even Mrs. Jeb. But any time somebody started spinning a yarn or telling a tale, the cat girl had been there in a shot, listening with rapt anticipation.
Meow.
Next to Marcus, the fire flared and roared as a log collapsed. This was followed by the clatter of wooden cutlery falling on the ground and a brief muttered curse in Dwarfish. Marcus looked over to where the sound had come from to see a lone dwarf traveller picking his spoon and bowl up off the ground, his eye twitching slightly, but he didn't seem too worried about spilling his meal, as he began eating from his fourth bowl of stew of the evening, immediately, without looking up or in any way acknowledging the travelling barber surgeon who was trying to sell him a tincture for the aiding of digestion. He had a good line of patter, did that barber surgeon. Marcus had been rightly impressed by his credentials and had dropped 4 whole gold pieces on a male enhancement potion. Not that he needed it or anything, but, you never know.
4, huh?
Look who just came online.
I can't, I'm reading this awesome story.
Axel, for your information.
Ah, then he's late. A roar of laughter echoed around the tavern as old Jeb got to the part of his story where Tom Bass dived off the top of a waterfall and into the rightly impressed arms of the Priestess of Tymora. Norbit muttered something about slippery rocks, but everybody ignored him, so he went back to serving the giant mustachioed man at the bar.
Yes.
He was dressed like a cleric, which was odd because he certainly didn't act like one. Father Falcon Moon at the
Editorializing.
Father Falcon Moon at the Temple of Chantia had never drunk 8 flagons of ale in 15 minutes and then punched a ploughman in the face for laughing at his moustache before. Well, there was that one
He
time.
had it coming.
Well, there was that one time when the father had overdone it a bit on the sacramental wine at the Midwinter Festival a few years ago, and Marcus had seen him dancing with Gammy Roberts' prize-winning pig, but that people didn't talk about that out of respect. The door of the tavern banged open, and he's Skyping me, the son of a bitch! Ladies and gentlemen, I do apologise for interrupting my awesome story. Can someone of you please mention to Skype that he's supposed to be on Discord and that the link is in the shared chat?
I'll be back just a second.
I'm on it.
I'm fixing it.
Thank you.
Also, tell him he's a scumbag.
Yeah, tell him he's a scumbag.
And a bitch.
And a bitch, by his own admission of silence. Anyway.
I was going to say you should be careful with his beard as well.
Probably. Okay, the door of the tavern banged open and a figure entered. All conversation stopped as the entire populace of the tap room stared agape at the newcomer. Marcus looked at him, trying to decide who was stranger, him or the cat girl. The stranger was 8 feet tall with spiky hair and grey skin, all except for his nose, which had which was bulbous and red like someone who'd spent too long drinking too much brandy. He glared around before stomping towards the bar and leaning the staff, which was dangerously close to being considered a log, up against it. He glared at Norbert suspiciously before speaking. His voice was thick and heavy with a sing-song accent that Marcus had never heard before, lilting and almost musical. It was not unpleasant, but it did make him very difficult to understand. Norbert looked at him blankly before the giant sighed heavily and then switched to another language. This didn't seem to help Norbert much to the giant's annoyance. "He wants honey mead," said a sombre and miserable voice from further down the bar. It was the Moon Elf youth who'd come into town a few days ago who had spoken. "He's speaking Elvish," he said in explanation when people stared at him instead, before returning to the stack of slim books that he'd been reading since he came to the tavern. He seemed nice for a Moon Elf, thought Marcus. Not as uptight or arrogant as the rumours of those people had led him to believe. This one had turned up with
Racist.
a black... Yeah, quite racist. He's a halfling. They want to build a wall around the Shire. This one had... I don't know why I said that, and I apologise. In fact, I don't.
It was well placed.
Yeah, that just jumped out of my mouth. I'm sorry. Things have a tendency to do that. This one had turned up with a black eye and muddied clothing after being jumped by bandits. Though Marcus was surprised that any bandit was crazy enough to take on someone that walked around with 3 different swords on him. There must have been a few of them, or the boy was wearing those blades for show. Marcus couldn't tell for sure. He sighed a happy, contented sigh and drew on his pipe again. All was well. A night like any other. Well, sort of. Which brings us to the Whimsical Knife Tavern in the town of Greenest.
Are we supposed to be talking now?
I was coming to that bit.
Okay.
Calm thou tits.
It was the complete silence that threw me.
Yeah, well that's because I was getting rid of pages and moving on to the next bit. Relax. Give me
Don't do
time. I'm stalling so Axel can join the call.
Where's my honey?
Guess we have to download it from start, so it's gonna take a bit.
Simon, you might want to reset your mic.
Guru.
Daru.
Okay, so I'm just waiting on Axel joining the voice chat.
Is there even anyone watching Twitch?
There's currently 2 people who are not shown up on the viewer list, so I don't know who they are. One of them's probably...
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter because like I say, this is being recorded, so it's going to be uploaded to YouTube as well. So,
Greetings, YouTube.
We can just cut all the bad bits.
yeah, I'm going to be cutting a lot. I shall most likely cut a lot of this out. and actually sing professional when I'm not. Anyone who starts watching us on Twitch, streaming Twitch, is going to be incredibly disappointed with all the segueing and hydering constantly.
Hell yeah.
Goblin Ballista.
Ballista, what the fuck?
It's not a ballista, it's a heavy crossbow. He's just called it the Goblin Ballista.
It's
They
a
are
bit-
small, I suppose.
Yeah, they're small. And it's a big crossbow.
It attacks twice?
No?
No, the reason there are 2 dice, as I previously mentioned to you, is the first dice is the one we go with, the second dice is if he has advantage.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense.
Right, Axel will probably be jumping in. Okay, so yes, the tap room of the Whimsical Knife Tavern in Greenest. You all have your reasons for being there. It's a peaceful night, and there is drinking and partying to be done. Old Jeb has finished. Yes, woo indeed. Old Jeb has finished his story, and yes, go forth and converse. You can
can't
talk.
remember who's
You can
talking
talk to
about
Marcus, the halfling tavern keeper, who's currently sitting by the fire, if you so choose. Norbit, being
Where's me honey?
seeing as Brian's working behind the bar as Norbit.
Oh wait, Norbit's a player character?
I'm very busy eating right now, so no. I'm doing the most important thing I...
Alright. I'll
Well-
try and work
Well, what honey stuff are you after exactly?
Any honey that's slightly alcoholic.
Alcoholic honey.
Mm-hmm. And a room if you've got one.
Fucking room big enough for you? You're having a laugh. The stables will be big.
I have coin. No stables for me.
Are those coins as big as you are? Because if so, we've definitely got rid.
Yep.
Right. Now we're talking, partner. Well, this is an okay establishment, and the player's handbook says that you should be looking at about a silver.
I'll just open it up here and have a look. Oh, yep.
So that'll be a silver, mate.
And the drink included? How much would that be?
A silver.
Okay.
Everything here is a silver.
Right. Yeah, it's like it's ye olde dime land.
If that's the case, here's the silver for you.
Excellent.
Clink,
I'll take a silver for his bed and board, put it in the till, and I'll put the other silver in my pocket and wink at the innkeeper.
The innkeeper gives you a look of pure thunder. He does not like being. He does not like his customers being defrauded, and nods back to and insinuating that you should give the second coin back to the furbolg because he doesn't want an 8-foot fucking angry grey man trashing his bar.
I give him the look of, okay, I get where you're coming from here. So I look back to not Norbit, I'm Norbit. I look back to the giant fucking grey dude, and I go, we happen to have a giant dude discount on at the moment. So
Fantastic.
I'll be giving you this one back, but as always, service with a smile is Norbit's first. Yeah, it's just my main thing. So, tips in a jar is the preferred method.
If
He
that's
wants
the
one
case,
silver.
keep it, and I'll have another drink.
Well, see, I like you, grey dude, and I'll make him another drink.
Okay. Norbit pulls another pint of honey mead from the barrel at the bar. And, yeah, what are the rest of you doing in the tavern?
I'd like to order another stout.
That'll be a silver, mate.
Payment of
You have been in the you have been in the bar for long enough and have ordered enough drinks to know that damn well that a pint of ale is about 2 copper.
I shoot you a wink though and slide over the stab like.
Sound effects.
Much appreciated.
Oh, blimey.
I'm just sitting in the corner observing.
Okay, so Axel, sorry to interrupt, chaps. Axel is in the call. He might not be able to say anything. He says he's in an internet place. I don't know what that's supposed. The web place, apparently. That
cafe.
might be a cafe or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
The web place.
Can I be heard is the question.
Oh yes, you can be heard.
Yay!
Fun fact, actually, you sound better than normal.
You were like 10 minutes away from getting shit in your beard for missing the first session.
It's not like we'd ever do that to him.
Weird. I don't have a beard right now.
You would have grown a beard, and then it would have been shattered.
Well,
That's
you're an
hard.
elf, so it'd probably been shit in the ears.
Oh, that's worse. Imagine trying to pick it out.
For fuck's sake, thank you, Brian. That's quite enough.
Don't like where this is going.
He's got an ear with cauliflower in it. What, you mean a cauliflower ear? No, someone shit in his ear and there's cauliflower in his
for
fucking ear.
Yeah, this went overboard.
You are vile and terrible, the lot of you.
Who the fuck's camera boy anyway? Who's he playing?
Camera boy is the camera. It's
Uh,
what the stream is showing. I set up a different account just so that I can that the people at home or people watching this won't be able to see in the GM layer and thus won't have their suspension of disbelief removed.
I remember you mentioning something about that, but I really don't trust you. I'm expecting like an evil laugh in the moment, like now I'm camera boy von
What-
Straps.
When have I ever in my life just sprung something evil on you guys just for my own personal amusement?
Like every 20
Always.
minutes.
Again, that does not sound like something I would do.
No.
So the
I has now joined in the.
you hear some noises coming from outside.
Bloody hell.
Oh shit.
Those sound like good noises.
Can I have everyone please roll me a perception check?
Is this what I think it is? In that case, could I get a bonus?
Oh man, this is a lot more detailed than the sound effect I was expecting.
Okay, so Tom, you don't hear anything. You're busy concentrating on your work. Mossy, you have advantage because of your history. Axel. Okay, so those of you who scored over 12 hear the sound. Those of you who scored over 15 recognise the sound for what it is. There is the sound of a rather large and angry dragon outside, and it's only a brief moment. Before the screaming starts. Ingvar, please roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Shit.
Who's Ingvar?
That'd be me. Ingvar Ironstone.
Ah.
That's charisma.
Wait, well, that was charisma. Sorry.
That was charisma.
There we go. Well, okay, fine. I'm happy with this.
Okay, so for a brief moment, your mind's eye changes and you're no longer in a tavern. You're standing in a large stone building deep in your clan hold, and you hear a crashing sound as if a gigantic battering ram the size of a building is hammering on stone and steel. Then it's gone, and you're back in the bar. You know that there's something outside, and you feel the rage bubbling inside you. Mossy, you look round, and you too recognise that sound. It's the sound of but for you, it's the sound of trees breaking and deep-throated voices crying out in fear.
By Doomathine, they've come here as well.
The dragon again.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Dragon!
Outside, the sounds of screaming and running are getting worse and worse. A man rushes into the tavern. His blood down his face, and his shirt is torn. He looks up and he says, "Quickly! To the keep! Everyone to the keep! We're under attack! The village is being attacked! There's bandits and a dragon!"
God damn it, man! What colour?
"I didn't see in the dusk, I just ran!"
God damn you!
Are we in initiative here?
No?
Norbit reaches under the bar and he pulls out like an old case. He starts pulling stuff out of that old case and very quietly, low key as possible, is getting changed.
Awkward.
Marcus the Marcus the halfling bard begins hurrying people out of the rear entrance of the tavern and calling for people to head towards the stone keep that overlooks the village.
I will do that with all speed.
I will look out the front door to see if I can see anything.
I run out the door while doing so. I cast Shillelagh on my log.
I will try to make myself not look like myself as I sneak out.
Manfred,
Carry on.
I leave the tavern at haste and try to keep an eye out for any injured people.
Oh, yeah, I'll be doing that as well.
Probably for different reasons, though. You probably just want to rob them.
If I see any injured
racist.
people, I ignore them.
Tegan, what about you?
Yeah, no, I'm hauling ass towards the keep.
Okay, as you run out of the rear door of the tavern, you are confronted by a scene out of a nightmare. Literally, for some of you, it's a waking nightmare. The town is aflame, and all around are small, stunted figures with long snouts. You see them to be kobolds. They're being directed around by men in long black robes, and they are accompanied by strangers in battle gear. It looks like they look like bandits because they're bandits. Overhead, circling round and round, letting out long plumes of electrical fire, is a humongous blue dragon. Nearly said red. Meant blue.
Why me?
Not another one.
What do you mean another one?
The reason I'm here, I'm hunting a white one.
So you look like a fucking dragon magnet or something?
No.
Well, at least I know Grandpa wasn't crazy.
This will be a great story.
Alright, move it! We don't have time to talk!
As you head out into the alleyway behind the tavern and onto the street in front of it, a woman comes running past you. Here we go. There's actually something to read. Without warning, five people dash out from between two buildings on your left. A limping man, three young children race across the street and move into the shadows. And a woman carrying a round shield and a broken spear turns and faces back the direction they came. 8 kobolds stream out of the alley on the family's heels and fan out around the woman, who's looking determined to delay the creature for as long as possible.
I charge.
I'd like to run over and help.
Okay, so that means that we will be jumping into initiative.
I go. Not today. No, not today. I turn around and try to walk the other way.
I'm basically going to be doing the same thing.
Okay, I shall just set up the. Let me set up the map quickly.
They're providing an excellent distraction for us to get past.
I concur.
Manfred doesn't notice the kobolds first because he's still looking for the man with the injured leg.
Are you hungry?
No, but I'm a doctor.
I'm starving.
Oh, I'm a doctor too. We could be doctors without getting eaten by
Doing the
dragons.
safety dance.
Doctors without borders now become doctors with wings.
Doctors without dragons.
All I can think of now is the dragon doctor.
Oh, aye.
Being highly conservative or something.
Imagine how big his stethoscope would be.
Pretty big.
Wow.
And a pair of draconic glasses rested on his forehead.
His breath hot enough, he made his own glass for the lenses. Well, that dragon sounds really pissed off.
Well,
Are you guys sure you want to be fighting his little buddies?
They're fucking
Fuck
great.
the dragon.
Fuck, I'd rather not.
If that's what it takes.
Look, what did I tell you about not using the phrase "I seduced the dragon"?
I volunteer as tribute.
Just try
fine
and
by me.
flap your arms around and try
Hey,
and look
it-
alluring.
It must work in some circumstances, seeing there's so many fucking half-dragons and shit everywhere. I mean, there's a whole race of people that are descended from people who have fucked dragons.
That's racist, sir. They're not.
To be fair, dragons aren't picky at all. In the Volos, there's like fucking, this thing was made by fucking a dragon with this thing. Like, they got half-dragon dogs and stuff in Volos. Dragons are like orcs. They have sex with everything and make tons of little hybrid babies.
So like you in
difference
real
is
life.
that
They're like in real life.
You know, like you notice that there are no half dragon, half orcs, though.
That's actually a really fucking good point. Imagine the fucking weird genetically fluid creature they would produce.
I can only dream.
Because they've got fucking genes like silly putty, you know? Their genes will mold to any shape.
Who said we can't hire someone to go and, you know, have a good time with one?
I'm really tempted. I think that's becoming my fucking goal for this campaign. Find out
Life
what
goals.
happens if you mate a dragon with an orc.
You know it's gonna turn like a fucking Uruk-hai or something, right?
I
If
don't
only.
know, but I'm looking forward to finding out.
Looking forward to finding out how to create a fucking super orc dragon thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
Brilliant idea, man. That's gonna go
Could-
so well for you.
Can you imagine like some horned orc that shoots fire out of his ass or something like that? It'd be incredible.
Are you perhaps trying to make the next endgame boss just by, you know, suggesting things again?
Hint, hint, Ludo.
Well, I would love to put that in here, but unfortunately, shut up. Okay, I'm almost ready. He said, not really being ready.
Alright, so who was the other guy who was going to abandon these people to die?
That would be Norbit.
Norbit. Who's playing Norbit?
Me, Brian.
Cool, Brian. I think this is an excellent plan, and really,
KGB
this
said
is a great
underscored
opportunity
wonders.
here.
If another
I
glass
think
or
it
whiskey is
is,
a
you
good
know,
idea,
everybody's
underscored.
distracted and stuff.
Kelvin, could you not type things into the chat because it comes across on the thing and that will be on the stream?
Sorry. Shush.
Brian,
Yeah, no. If you want to type things, fine. Just don't type them into what's it called?
Discord.
Discord.
Okay, Skype it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure those guys who are being protected by the person who's about to sacrifice their life, they might well have some possessions that they need by now.
I think that person's super noble.
I think they're a wonderful person. And
It's
they
a
felt
great
like-
idea. Like, it's economical.
Yeah. I wish more people were like that.
Yeah. Well, apparently they are, because those guys get themselves killed on kobolds as well.
Who said we'd die?
I'm making notes of you two running away, by the way.
Excellent. I'm not running away. I'm just appreciating the noble sacrifice of that lady.
Yeah. Like, this lady's giving up her life to make sure that we can get away, and you're just wasting that.
Yeah. You were fucking
And
that
they
up.
bravely ran away.
How do you know she's not looking to be martyred? You may be fucking up her chances at sainthood or something.
How do you know I'm not looking to be martyred?
It seems that way at the moment. It seems that way, and I don't want any part of it, honestly.
Yeah, I choose life.
I wouldn't trust anyone whose first reaction to seeing a dragon coming along is, "Oh, that's good news."
Yeah, you guys are fucking mad. This is obviously above our pay grade.
We don't have no one's even paying us.
Exactly. Even worse.
All right.
I've gone from honey ale to fire everywhere.
Okay, so now you obviously hear the sound of battle, which I'm going to attempt to turn down a bit because it's a little loud.
Yes, the sound effects are a little overpowering. Yeah, that's a lot better.
There you go.
Okay, so as you can see, we over here we have the woman standing facing down those kobolds. We have you chaps and chapette preparing to act in whichever way you see fit, and these three fully grown adults, an old man representing children, and the wounded and the guy who is wounded. So now I need you chaps to roll for initiative. Now the way you do this is you click on your character token and then you press the initiative button on the stats page of your... Yes, like that.
Damn it.
Not working, Ludo.
I do not understand.
Basically, all you do is click
It should have worked if you clicked on your token.
Yes.
Then if you open up your character sheet, then press initiative on your core stats, it should
Oh,
automatically
yeah,
come
it
up.
does work. You're there. You're on the list.
Just said it didn't work.
It gave an error message afterwards, but it didn't work.
Ah, right. Okay, well, you're on the list now.
I think one of them just went from 13 to 8. I'm not sure which
Yeah,
one. though.
no, that was. He went from 14 to 8. He was on the list.
Sorry.
It didn't display for me.
Yeah.
Holy
It's alright.
shit.
I've changed him back to 14.
Thank you.
I'll be right back to a second.
Right. Some handsome GM forgot to get his monster manual out.
GG.
I wouldn't go so far as the handsome.
Just make up the stats, man. That wasn't a notice.
It was the dex modifier I was really worried about.
Okay, you can. I just found out that you can make the character sheet a separate window.
Yes, you can. Guess which other handsome GM left his dice in the other room? Be right back.
You know you can roll on this, right?
Brian, did you leave your dice in the other room?
Eh?
Yeah, but he's, as far as I'm aware, wanting to roll it for camera.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Who's rolling what? Camera?
Ludo.
Yeah.
Can we see that camera? Because that worries me.
I
He's
think
not got a camera on stream currently.
no, I think it's more to do with like hidden roles as opposed to.
Yeah, that's his idea.
Well, you can, as a DM on Roll20, you can do roles that aren't shown to the players.
Yeah, but they still.
If you're in the GM tab, you will see everything through the shadows and stuff. And he doesn't want to be able to see any of that stuff either when on the camera.
Yeah.
Would you mind could we just go through who's who again? Because the only person that I've got is Brian is Norbert?
I'm myself. Kelvin is Mossy or Bumblelog, depending on how you prefer.
Okay, sorry, that's, Mossy, Bumblelog. And that's, you're playing a dwarf paladin?
No, I'm playing the Furbold Druid.
Oh,
I'm an 8-foot tall fellow.
Quite the opposite of me, who is the dwarf. I'm Eric, and I'm playing Ingvar Ironstone.
Alright, Eric.
Basically, don't ask me to sit on the dwarf.
I'm gonna get a flail out of or
Apart-
200 axe, depending on which
Wait,
mood I'm in.
dwarves hate giants. This could be really fun.
Oh, actually, it would make my life so much easier if people wouldn't mind changing their display names, be their character name and then their real
Yeah.
person's name.
No problem.
Because otherwise I'm going to get so confused. There's so many people here.
Well, the kobolds crit their initiative roll.
Dick.
Evidently, these are elite kobolds. We should get anywhere near.
The
Yes.
kobolds did what with their initiative?
They crit it. They got a natural 20.
Oh, bugger.
They're probably going to do that to you, yes.
Cool. Yeah. Ludo, I've asked people to stick their player names into their
Yep, that's
player
fine.
names, so I can keep track of who the hell to.
That's a really good idea, actually.
If only Discord had an overlay for, I don't know, Chrome.
There's probably an app for that.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I was so expecting that.
Emil, if you could pop your name under Manfred von Blitzkrieg.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
I can understand why you don't want to do that, because it's an amazing name.
Oh, Eric, would you mind put? Is it Ingrid? Is the first name of the character?
Ingvar.
Ingvar. Do you mind putting that on there? Because I'm going to forget otherwise.
Sure thing.
I already wrote down Ingrid.
Yes, his name is now Ingrid Ironstone. He had very progressive parents.
Not pleased by this.
The dwarf called Ingrid.
I think it's a great name.
I
I have to
disagree.
agree. Fits perfectly into the story.
Okay, so as they see you come out of the bar, or the tavern rather, the kobolds start pelting you with rocks.
Oh, no. Very rude.
That's not very nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
why aren't they pelting the civilians?
They're pelting the civilians as well, but they're also pelting you.
Oh, good.
Okay, so the first two pelt at Mossy. Mossy, what is your armor class, please?
It is 11.
Okay, you get +2 for you're taking cover behind that wagon, I'm assuming.
Okay. Yep.
So you are hit by 1 stone.
Okay.
You take... Where's me D4?
I'm just thinking. Oh dear.
Stone the crows.
Get out. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as a stone clacks off your forehead.
Okay. Ah, shit.
Your eyes spin, and you're generally not enjoying being smacked in the head with a big stone.
I worry for the one who does.
Okay, the woman with the spear gets hit.
That's what you get for standing out in the open, stupid bitch.
Okay,
Sorry, did anyone say anything concerning me?
Nope. Ingvar, you're being targeted.
Great.
What's your AC?
16.
They miss you.
Yoi.
And the last two will shoot at Alicio.
What?
What's your AC, please?
Oh god, maybe I didn't fill this in properly.
You did, because I was there when you did it.
Did we put armor in and stuff?
You should. Hang on. Give me a second. Yes, it's on the right. AC
Okay.
13.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, you're hit once because of the light cover you've got from the rest of the group and the wagon, and you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as a stone clatters into your left hand side, and you can tell you're going to have a massive bruise on your elbow tomorrow.
Oh!
Manfred,
That's more than half my hit points.
it is your turn.
Yes. Hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you fine.
Who's standing right in front of me? That's Alicia, right?
Alicia is standing next to you, yes.
You can tell I'm deeply wounded by the fact I got smacked in the face with a fucking rock.
I have to
You'll
admit,
be fine.
I'm not exactly hard to hit myself, being 8 foot tall.
Yeah, no, I don't know why it went for me rather than you.
It was the hat.
They're jealous.
Anyone who speaks Draconic, you can hear a yapping version of Draconic coming from the kobolds, and they go, "Yes, get the fancy hat!"
No!
I put one of my hands on Alicia's shoulder and
Yeah, I don't know why Brian's just rolling random numbers.
That's my hit points.
You don't roll your hit points; you just get maximum. I already said that it's on your character sheet already. You shouldn't be rolling character sheet. We did that yesterday.
It's okay. It's okay. I forgot.
Yeah, everyone's character sheets are complete. I went through them all and checked them all.
Oh,
If that's the case, one hit may kill you.
it would have.
Yeah. So sorry, Manfred. You put your hand on what?
yes, I put my hand on Alicia's shoulder and start moving towards the kobolds.
Okay, do you say
Screams.
anything as you walk past him?
Yes, battle is joined. We must save the civilians.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're leading him.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna be up for that.
Are you physically? Are you physically dragging him along with you, or are you just trying to be like, come with me?
Let's say a very encouraging push.
Okay, give me an athletics check. If you wish to oppose it, give me an athletics or a deck or a acrobatics. Your choice.
What have I got? Athletics. I guess it would be acrobatics for me.
Okay,
Oh, boy.
it's a tie. Right, so give me another one. Why not? In fact, no, don't give me another. Oh, right, too late.
That's good.
Yeah, there's resistance, and Manfred kind of gives you a sad look. He shames you with his moustache, and then carries on without you.
Have fun.
Well, then you must stay with the civilians.
Oh yes, I'll do that.
Whoever's got their push to talk mic button and is busy tapping something or shaking their foot or something, you're broadcasting.
I was just thinking, what's with the German, accent then?
German accent.
Especially if that's not off.
I think it was supposed to be Italian. You can move your token now, Manfred.
Yes, right.
That's my guy. He's fantasy Italian.
I love it.
How far can I move? Is it?
Well, your movement speed is 30 feet, which is 6 squares. Each square is 5 feet.
All right.
Okay. Leaves on the eastern wind.
Yep.
Your go?
Want to pull out my bow. Do I have time to shoot this turn?
I'm sorry, you're very muffled. Who are you trying to shoot at?
Closest kobold.
Okay, would you mind directing like your arrow symbol to which one you're aiming at, please? Okay, cool. Make your attack roll. Okay. Your arrow leaves your bow like a shot. It's flipping across the air in a second, and it catches the kobold square in its throat. He goes, ah! His blood starts spurting out of his neck, black and thick like tar. He drops his sword, he drops his sling to the ground, dropping to his knees and then falling flat on his face. There's a brief second from his mate standing next to him before he goes, ah! And starts stealing stuff from his body.
Brutal.
Practical.
I think that's it for now.
Okay, Alicio.
All right. First things, I'm gonna drop my use my healing spell on myself, which is I will hopefully find at some point in cure wounds. So I hopefully that works. Doink.
Okay, you get 5 HP back.
Swag points.
Swag points. You still have your action and a bonus action. Sorry, your move and your bonus action.
Alright, I'm going to use my move to go over to the civilians and start trying to lead them away using my charming persona of reassuringness.
Okay, give me a persuasion check to see if you can calm them down. And what do you say to them to calm them down? they're panicking, going, "Oh, dragon, monsters!" And the kids are crying.
Come with me. I know the only place to be safe.
Okay, give me.
Oh man.
They go. They look at you as if you're insane and go, "What's with that accent?"
maybe it's a stone to the face.
Thinking vampire-ish then.
Yeah, you are wearing a black suit and it's dark. It's just like, "Come with me."
Getting a distinct Vlad impression here.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Afraid it's the wrong module.
Yeah, we're not playing Strat. So
Oh, I rolled a 1. Excellent.
yeah, that's why they completely ignored you and questioned your comedy accent.
This doesn't happen normally.
Okay,
Oh, I
so
love it.
do you want to move your character over to where you're standing?
Yeah. How far can I move?
Again, your base speed is 30, which is 6 squares.
Boop, 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 boop.
Okay, cool. Okay, Tegan.
Right.
Brian.
Right.
Sorry to
how would you
interrupt.
like-
Sorry to interrupt,
Yeah.
Brian. Are you on push to talk or are you on auto detect? Because I think every time
I was just shaking my foot,
yeah,
wasn't I?
every time you're jogging your foot up and down, the mic's picking up the doo 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 doo. It's like the start of Flash.
I will cease jiggling my foot.
No, you can keep jiggling your foot. Just put it on push to talk. Then you can jiggle what
Oh,
you
no,
want.
that shit fucking
Giggity.
pisses me off.
Okay, sorry, Tegan, carry on.
Right, it's kind of too late to not do anything now, so I will draw my bow. I will also move behind the biggest man in the party currently.
Well, that would probably be Mossy.
If you're not counting wide, in that case it'd probably be me.
And here is where I will stay currently.
Okay, are you going to attack?
Well, I pulled my longbow.
Well, drawing a weapon is a free action.
Oh, okay. Well then, I would like to shoot somebody.
Who would you like to shoot? Okay.
I'd like to shoot. I'm not red. That's
Sorry.
Ingvar. I'd like to shoot that one.
Okie dokie. Give me your attack roll. Oh, yeah. You boom right between the eyes. He doesn't even have time to think. He just goes from vertical to horizontal in a millisecond as he takes a 2 foot of blooming ash arrow right through his brain. His head practically splits in half. And
me just standing and looking at the bow like it's something I've never seen before.
you get the glory of the first sting.
No, it doesn't.
Oh god.
That will never get annoying.
Oh,
Go
you haven't heard the fumble one yet.
Wait, I already got a fumble.
Oh, not one rolling to attack, you haven't.
Rolling to persuade is much more important.
Yeah, alright then. I'll remember that for future and sting purposes. Okay, yeah, so him dead. Ingvar.
Alright. Is charging granted you extra movement, or is it still...
No, the charge ability is an actual feat, which means that after you dash, you can attack. You can move your 25 because you're a dwarf. You can dash another 25, but you won't be able to attack.
Damn it. Yeah, well, fuck it. Better than staying over there. But
Okay, what weapon did you draw as you were running over there?
Well, my battle axe.
You big two-handed.
Yup.
Okay, so you're going ham with a big chopper.
Yeah.
Norbit.
Norbit looks around and he goes, "Right, catch you later, dickheads." 3, 6.
A man after my own heart.
Okay, give me. Let me see. Everyone except for Brian, please give me perception checks to see if you notice him running away.
Not running, skulking.
You'll have to give me a stealth check then.
Okay. Come on, fucking stealth.
Okay. Anyone who beats an 11 sees him discreetly sneaking off.
Blind as a bat.
Which means
Got other
Elisio
things in
and Tegan and Ingvar don't see you go because they're busy concentrating on the fight. Everyone else kind of notice you like creep, 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 creep away.
They should have their minds on the job.
They should
Yeah,
have
you
their
should
minds
all
on the
have-
job.
You should all have disadvantage.
Okay. And are you going to be doing anything else for the rest of your turn?
I will. I'm gonna draw out the goblin arbalest. Try and hide it. View from anybody.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check.
The dwarven ballista. Goblin ballista. Sleight of hand
That seems like that should be kind of hard.
is. I'll take this at disadvantage because of slip strings.
Wouldn't matter anyway. Yeah, you kind of hold it up against yourself, kind of wrap your jacket around it, but it's a very large implement and it's very obvious what it looks like.
Damn it.
Okay. Mossy.
I run over to here. So I go do, and I throw my log at this fellow.
Your staff is not a thrown weapon.
Okay.
You can improvise it, presumably.
I mean, you could, but I mean, if you want to throw your staff at him, you can.
I have to admit, I was going to go with the fact that I've got a staff on my back and I'm actually carrying a branch with me, a log with me.
What do you mean you're carrying a log with you?
I'm using a log as a staff.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're going to turn into an animal, then it just changes with you.
Yeah, I know. I can't turn into an animal at this moment in time.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, if you want to throw your weapon at him, you can, but like I say, you would have to make a dexterity attack roll without your modifier, because and I'm going to say disadvantage because you're literally throwing a stick.
Okay. I'm throwing it at this fella here.
Okay, it does not do that attack damage because, again, not a thrown weapon. You surprisingly managed to hit the kobold with it, though.
I took off the wisdom. I actually swapped that to dex, so it didn't actually have the damage bonus.
Right. Yeah. Well, give me a D4.
Okay.
Okay, so he gets smacked in the face with a rather large log,
Nice.
covered in feathers and stones and all manner of trinketry. He seems hurt, both physically and emotionally, that you threw a log at him.
Good job.
He certainly
Worst day of kobold kind.
He certainly does not seem very happy that he's been logged. You are now unarmed. Okay. Now it is the kobold's go. Now, Norbit.
Yes.
As you round the corner, you come face to face with another group of kobolds rushing in your general direction.
That's unfortunate.
Norbit goes, every fucking time.
Well, fortunately, you can trade off your attack
And the integral goat's foot lever on the crossbow, I ratchet it like and slide a bolt in like as I drop my coat.
Oh boy.
Yay.
He did the hero landing without landing.
Oh shit, I've actually got fucking friends watching the stream.
You have friends?
I know, right?
Sorry, what?
Yeah. There were like 7 people watching at one point, and then they all left.
Hi, people on
Yeah.
the stream.
Calm down, calm down. You're not YouTube famous yet.
I can hope.
Okay, so another round of combat. The kobolds who have just rounded the corner and bumped right into Norbit, they seem surprised by the fact there's just one guy, and they hiss and they yell at you, but they don't move into attack. They're slightly concerned that one guy seems to be staring them down with a very large crossbow.
Quick parlay with them.
Intimidate.
Drop your trousers.
Yeah, that's an intimidation, if anything.
Manfred, you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you're struck by a rather large and pointy stone that's probably been in some mud or other gunk.
That's just unpleasant. You said 4, right?
4, yes indeed. Leaves, what's your armour class?
14.
Okay, you are saved by the cover. A stone comes flying towards you and bounces off the rim of the wagon that you are sheltering behind. The 2 kobolds are trying the fight that Ingvar is currently engaged with. Try to knife him, but their crude, rusty daggers scratch off his chainmail. He laughs at them. Manfred, it is your go. Your tash bristles with unbridled fury.
Yes. Jesus Christ, cat. I will move and hold my position next to the. It was a woman with a shield and sword, right?
It was, yes. She's basically trying to distract. I forgot to move those guys, so I will just do them now. Move them down here. She's standing there yelling and shouting insults at the kobolds, trying to get their attention away from the people that are now running away.
Excellent.
I move up to her and grab her by the shoulder and say, "Come, we must make a strategic retreat towards the keep."
I will not go until my family is safe. And she brandishes the broken haft of the spear in her hand.
Can't you see that I'm taking care of them?
She's more worried about the kobolds attacking from the front. Really, she's not paying attention. She's assuming that the family's running off behind her.
The dwarf and the giant have it under control.
She gives you a look and then says, "Very well, find me at the keep," and she'll move on her turn. Okay, so are you holding your action, Manfred, or are you just what exactly are you doing there, other than saving lives, hero style?
I don't know how much time that took, but if I have time, I'll move 2 more squares forward here.
Okay, yeah, you just yell at her as you run past her, briefly pausing to cow her with the power of your tash.
Yes. The moustache will save everyone.
Okay. Elisio.
What happened to me?
So I haven't noticed.
It's not your go yet, I don't think. Oh no, it is your go. Sorry, I missed that. Leaves on the wind. Sorry, my bad.
Thank you.
The turn order is too long. I didn't see all the things.
I'm going to use the Tabaxian agility to double my movement.
Woohoo!
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack him with advantage. After swapping to the rapier.
You know you don't need to use your Talaxian movement to get there. 30 feet, that's your standard move rate.
I was one step further back.
Oh, right. Okay, fair enough. Yep, you would get advantage on that, and you can sneak attack him, yes.
Excellent. That's an additional D6.
It doesn't matter. You've done him already. As the kobold raises its dagger to try and plunge it into the face of chubby Ingvar, you come out of nowhere hissing like an alley cat and ram your rapier right under his armpit and into his heart. He drops like a stone, sliding off your blade.
Excellent.
Now it's Elisio.
Alright, I'm gonna... I presume I haven't... Just check. Who's Tom Bass?
It's Brian.
Okay. Does he have two names?
He does. He's under an assumed... you don't know this yet, but he is under an assumed identity at the moment.
Okay. I presumably haven't seen this is all going on because he snuck away so successfully.
Did you pass or fail the perception
I
test?
failed it quite so.
Yeah, you haven't noticed any of this.
I think he was the only one that failed it.
Yeah, so you're more worried about yourself at this point, really.
Alright, well, I'm going to spend my turn attempting to persuade the fleeing civilians that they'll flee much faster if they give up their worldly possessions to me before they make the run, and they'll make sure if they do get caught that they won't have to divest themselves on the fly.
Okay, roleplay that out then.
Good people! Oh man, I just said all the stuff. I see you are slowed down by all of your trinkets and gold. Let me carry them for you because I am a strong boot man.
Give me a persuasion check.
Hopefully we're better than last time.
Ashmit, you're rocking the accent, by the way.
Thank you.
Okay, so yes, they look at you, and they don't really think you are a strong brute man, as you say, but they are of the opinion that if they give you what they're carrying, the kobolds are more likely to go after you than them, and they hand you what they're carrying, which is half a bag of apples. And some 15 copper pieces.
Excellent. I'm doing pretty well on the money side of things. All right.
You got 15 copper.
I've also got 4 silver. 4 gold from the.
That was storyline. You don't get that.
What?
That's part of your starting wealth.
Oh man, that's such bullshit.
Yep, that's GM bullshit to the limit.
All right.
You can still move.
All right, so I'll go to the. What's beyond this player, or like what's?
Okay, so yeah, if you leave by the main road, you head either way. You head into the town itself.
All right, I guess I'll glance back and see what's going on just before I leave, in case there's anything which I've forgotten to steal.
Okay, well, as you turn back, you see a large group of kobolds heading in your general direction, with only the bartender between you and them. The bartender appears to have somehow got his hands on a very large, quite tatty-looking heavy crossbow from somewhere. It looks like it's been cobbled together out of bits and pieces, but still looks surprisingly sturdy.
Better him than me. That'll do me for now.
Okay, Tegan.
Okay. Fueled by the success of the previous shots, I'm gonna try and shoot another kobold.
Cool. Which kobold? Okie dokie. Okay. So with a huge grin on your face, thinking, yes, this is easy. You draw back the bow before loosing the string, not realizing you're holding the arrow wrong, and the bowstring slams into your bow arm, ripping along your skin, causing a terrible wheal and friction burn.
Oh, jeez.
This is exactly what I expected.
The arrow goes a grand total of about a foot. And you get the second sting.
I'm sorry, what?
You fucking failed.
You did fucking fail.
You are a regular Robin Hood, you are.
Of course I am.
Okay, Ingvar.
Yes, I'm gonna bash
Oh, sorry,
that.
unless you wish to move. Axel.
No, I'm fine. Sitting here, waving my arm around like a lunatic.
Nice. It hurts! It hurts! No one had ever told me that it would hurt this much. Ingvar, back to you.
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna bash that kobold that's closest to me.
Okay, how do you want to... Do you just want to try and take his head off, or what you're going to try and do? It's a very large axe.
Top-down attack.
Okay, do it. Yeah, you raise the axe, picturing your ancestors' bodies and your crushed clan hold, and you bring the large two-handed blade right down on the center of his forehead. He had 1 HP. You bisect him. You literally cut him in twain, and there's a brief moment before both sides fall in opposite directions with a wet flop.
Feel that, man.
And you dwarf come, apparently.
Dwarf guys, yes.
Everyone knows dwarf bits are the best bits.
Yes, clearly. Dwarf makes the best bits.
Yeah.
Even if there's a small list.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Sorry, what?
Okay, Ingvar, you've still got your move action.
Yeah, I'm gonna move over here. I suspect I can't move any further because he's blocking me, I suppose.
Yeah, if you were to move directly to your left, you would only be able to move that way. If you were to move slightly round and then in, then you could probably go a bit further.
Suppose I could do that. I do have the movement for it, so yeah, let's park myself there instead.
Okay, Ingvar taking on the world.
Fuck yeah.
Norbit,
They can't touch this.
you mild-mannered bartender who is definitely not the hero Tom Bass. Even though he appears to be holding a crossbow that's exactly like Tom Bass's crossbow. That's purely just coincidence.
He must have murdered him and stolen it. Good
I must
job.
have. Alright, I turn around to this kobold here. The one that looks the most important out of these kobolds. Which one is it?
They're all pretty much uniform in the fact that they're wearing scraps and rags and generally armed with rusty daggers and slings.
Does any of them have a sock or a slightly shiny dagger?
Not that you can see.
Alright, the closest one then. He's probably got the biggest cojones out of the fucking bunch. I'm gonna fucking shoot him and look dead in the eyes. I'm gonna go. Right, you scaly little dickhead. How about you and your little mates fuck off that way? I'll fuck off this way. Nobody has to die. How about that? How much are you getting fucking paid for this? Look at the size of this fucking crossbow.
at least one of you is gonna fucking die before this is all done. Do you want it to be you? I don't think you want it to be you. I definitely don't want it to be me. Death by rock was not the way I wanted to go out. So how about you guys drop your shit, walk away, I'll walk the other way. How about that?
Okay, give me an intimidation check.
These are kobolds, right?
They are kobolds. Yeah, they. Give me a second, just to. Well, I rolled a 2. The kobolds, at the sound of you, the fact that you're willing to stand and stare them down, and the fact that and the fact that you have a very large crossbow, they begin to back nervously away. Except for one who snarls and kind of heads towards. Except for one who snarls and then heads towards you.
Alright. I'd be scared of the guy who killed Tom Bass.
Alright, I lift up the crossbow and I'm gonna shoot him in the fucking face.
Okay, go for it.
Miss.
Yeah, the crossbow hits him square in the face, and he travels back a good 10 feet by the power of it before hitting the dirt. The rest of the kobolds take one look at that, they look up at you, grinning and reloading, and then they turn tail and run for the fucking hills.
Yeah.
You smile and turn around, only to discover that that entire scene has been witnessed by the villagers, who are staring at you with what appears to be awe in their face. They see the crossbow, they see your actions, and you distinctly hear one of the kids look up and go, "Daddy, it's Tom Bass! He's come to save us!"
I like, and then I turn around all small. I'm like, yes, fine child, I am Tom Bass.
His younger brother, who's a bit of an obnoxious and a pain in the arse and gets clipped round the ear roll, says, "How come you were working in a bar?"
By day, I work behind a bar, like one of you, one of the people. By night, I am Tom Bass, the everyman, one of you.
I thought you said you were one of us when you were behind the bar. What's the difference? Then his dad hits him round the back of the head and says, "Show some respect!" Stop pointing out plot holes in his story!
I flash him the shooter McGavin fingers, the kid, and I go, listen to your dad. And then I turn around, flash my fingers, and I go, fucking finger crap, what the fuck am I doing now? My life's falling apart. I can't do this anymore.
So angsty, I love it.
Okay, Mossy, it's your go.
First thing you do, cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Ta-da!
Hooray, 9 hit points back.
I'm now full health. Woohoo! Afterwards, I run over to there,
Okay.
and while doing so, I pull a quarterstaff from my back.
Well,
next to
another
my-
one.
Yes.
How many
actually had a
quarterstaffs
club-
have you got?
I had a club with me, and a quarterstaff.
So
and a
you
scimitar.
cast Shillelagh on the club, did you?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. When you said
Well,
when you said log and you said you were throwing it and you were using a log as a quarterstaff, I assumed that was your quarterstaff.
Yeah, I was actually throwing the log.
Okay, so don't call it a log then, call it a club, because
Sorry.
otherwise it'll cause confusion.
Okay, if that's the case, I'd like to run in a kind of curve and pick up my log.
Well, unfortunately, picking up something would be an action, and you've already used your action to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay, no problem. I'll just run over, grab my quarterstaff as I'm running, and cast Shillelagh on that as well.
Again, is casting Shillelagh an action or a bonus action?
Bonus action.
Okay, so yeah, you can enchant your quarterstaff.
And that's it.
Okay. So, seeing that their friends are starting to drop, the kobolds begin to run away. So, Ingvar, you get an attack of opportunity, as does Mossy.
Right, let's bisect some other fool. Here. Yeah.
Okay, as the kobold tries to run away from you, you bring your axe down. He's trying to escape from you, so your axe doesn't cut him all the way in half, but it does make a massive gash right down his back. You pretty much sever his spine, and he flops limp to the floor.
Good.
Mossy, attack roll.
Okay.
Okay, not to be outdone, you reach out with your magical shillelagh. The kobold, as he's trying to escape away, gets... you know how in old cartoons and Broadway things, like the sheep's hook used to come on, the shepherd's crook used to come on and pull people off by their necks? You do that with him, but because it's magical, it just breaks his neck.
Jesus Christ.
And the other two panic and run for their lives, screaming about monsters.
I would complain about something not happening, but oh well.
Yeah, well, I would have played the sting, but it keeps echoing because I'm not wearing headphones because I don't have any.
Oh, that is you who's not wearing headphones.
No, it wasn't me at the time because I wasn't holding down push to talk. It was someone who wasn't wearing headphones and had push to talk on.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, didn't have push to talk on. Okay, so with
Either way. Woohoo!
the kobolds chased away, the woman runs up to her husband and her children and hugs them, and she turns to you and says, "Thank you. I'm Linen Swift. This is my husband, Kurth. We're going to the keep. Will you come with us? We could use your protection."
Sorry, Ludo. Could I have something just for notes, please?
Oh, right, okay, you want to make notes, do you? No problem, I can make a journal page.
Sods a lot.
I would
Sods
also
a lot,
like one of those.
I was just thinking, sods a lot. We meet said person again. So I thought I'd like to make note.
Who wanted the other one?
I did.
That's Emil, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not great with voices.
Also, may I? What was the name of the town village we're in?
Greenest.
Thanks, Brian.
It's a really good name for a town as brown and drab as this fucking one.
It's optimistic.
Yeah.
And there's one for Emil as well.
And the name was...
Her name is Linan, Linan, Swift.
Oh, actually,
And her husband is called Cuth, Cuth.
could I have one of those as well? That seems like that'd be pretty useful.
Oi!
Or you make a text document.
Well, it's just thinking that this will automatically attach itself to the campaign, so we'll have to keep this somewhere.
I have a OneDrive.
Who's that?
Well, if you bring around your role-playing documents, it's a pretty good idea, to be honest. Got all the...
There you go, Pete.
Thank you kindly.
How about a Google document which we can all share?
Yeah, well,
There is that.
there is that, but I'm not doing that now because we're recording this, as previously stated.
Yep.
So that's something that I will think of for the future.
Lynn and Swift and her husband.
Cuff. C-U-T-H.
We're in Greenest.
Yeah, Green Est. Greenest.
Greenest Village, I guess?
I'm assuming so. I just put Village of Greenest.
Yeah, it's just called Greenest. It's a small town on the trade road. I actually forgot to put the map into the game, so I shall do that when we have a break. Okay, so the group, the lot of you kind of gather up, and you all seem very surprised by the fact that the family of villagers is swarming around the guy you knew as Norbert, calling him Tom, and they seem to be very enthusiastic that he's here.
Interesting.
Can I get an insight check from everyone, please, except for Tom?
Can I ignore that, seeing as I pretty much walked into the inn as said person ran in and everything happened?
Okay, no problem. Okay, Ingvar, you get the distinct impression that he's not as happy as he's making it out that he is. But the rest of you, he seems to be relatively happy that people are paying attention to him.
Alright, while people are paying attention to him, can I leave?
Yes.
As he tries to leave, I walk up to him. And I'm going to go, goodbye. One moment, fair villagers. And then I'll lean into his ears and I'll go, alright, mate. The keep is probably a really, really fucking good place to lay low. I'm just saying, dragons probably can't burn down stone walls. Probably. Don't quote me on that.
I'm not hearing this, am I?
Yeah, he's saying that to you. Oh, sorry, no, he's saying that to...
I assume you were saying it to me.
Yeah, he's saying it to Pete. Pete's the only one who can hear this.
Right.
I nod sagely and look at him out of the corner of my eye.
While this is happening, I'd like to put my quarterstaff away and go and pick up my log again.
At the end of that.
Your club.
Somewhere in the world, Jim winks.
Yeah.
Well, Jim is currently in Baldur's Gate performing the Jim Dark Magic experience, so possibly that is happening.
They need to do that.
Dude, I already made tokens from all.
Excellent.
Just on the off chance.
Manfred,
Done.
Manfred moves up to Cuff, was it?
Cuff, yeah.
Yeah, and I ask him if his leg is injured.
I was running and I twisted it quite badly, sir.
Well, let me have a look then.
Okay, give me a medicine check. Okay, so they've roughly splinted it. They haven't done a very good job. It was obviously done in a hurry. You take about 2 minutes just to untie the splint and retie it better, so that it will heal better. There's not enough time to set the leg properly, but if you get to you're pretty sure that if you get to the keep, you'll have enough time to help with the medical needs. But you've definitely improved his chances of healing without any issue. The wife thanks you and says, "Thank you for your help, sir. We reward you, but the nice man in the top hat is holding our goods for us."
There's no need for reward as long as we all get safely to the keep.
You are
All
a
right.
good and honest soul, sir. Just like that nice man in the top hat. That was an unnecessarily evil laugh, Pete.
I'm definitely leaving it speed.
Okay.
Manfred looks at Alicia and twitches his moustache at him.
Make an intimidation check.
Honestly, I don't need any encouraging to leave faster, but sure.
Give me a wisdom saving throw, please, Alicia.
Whoop.
Yeah, you are cowed by the tash.
Want me to wait? How am I understanding what the moustache wants?
That's just how glorious this tash is.
The tash has a universal language.
Yep. Everyone can speak common and mustache. They might not be able to speak mustache because of their lack of mustache, but they can understand in their soul the essence of mustache.
If that's the case, I'm putting into my known languages mustache.
Very
What are you
well.
attempting to mustache me to do?
You what?
No, he
Try
doesn't want you to
entering
do
the
anything. He's just being like, the mustache is aware. The mustache
Yeah.
knows.
The mustache is watching you, boy.
Boy,
I've got
oh
my
boy.
mustache on you.
I've got my tash on you, now you're mine. No, I'm not the bard, I'm not going to be singing.
Please don't.
Shut up.
I thought it was wonderful.
Yeah, thank you. Have
then
inspiration.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay,
Compose a
so
song
are you
about
guys
the
going to be
mustache.
heading to the keep at all?
Yes.
Okay, so I am just going to drop into the thing a map of the town that you can see.
Sorry, it's a keep past the town.
No, the keep is in the centre of town. I'm going to put the map of Greenest up so that you can all see it. Something I really should have done earlier, but I forgot. Yeah, made 10 maps last night. I got a little bit frazzled and worked out how to stream, and I did a lot last night, and a few things slipped my mind, so I do apologise.
Never apologise.
Okay. That's the wrong screen.
We're back to intermission screen.
Yeah.
Otherwise known as the pre-keep screen. Do you know, I might watch our stream.
You'd be the only one.
Oh, I hear horses.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but it's the wrong one. It's the wrong horses.
Everywhere we go is just people in trouble. I understand it.
Yeah. So you're in the middle of a fight. Sorry, it's because there's so many maps. I had to put you into other maps as we went along. Let me just turn off the ambient.
Oh, so people are actively fighting at the moment.
Well, there are, and you can hear all this in the background. I'll keep the ambient on because it does add a bit of flavour to it.
Chat rules, be nice. No feeding the Brian. What the fuck?
What? Sorry?
That's racist.
Okay.
There's Brian specific rules. What?
It's for everyone's safety.
That's what I was going to say.
Okay, so the tavern is here, where I'm about to click.
I can't see that on the map on the Twitch.
Upper right corner.
Yeah, I should have just gone over there. There's a delay on the Twitch.
Hey,
Wait, could you put like an actual note on the map or something? Because I missed that.
Right, and we're trying to
yeah.
get to the keep.
Yes, the keep is that big tower in the middle.
Oh, I see. I
Do we
was
have,
looking
like,
in the other corner.
Do we have like a token to indicate where we are?
We don't, but I can get you one.
This is like playing an old LucasArts game.
Yeah, except with much less funny writing. Now,
Don't do yourself.
that particular symbol I'm using is of... you don't pay too much attention to that.
If that name shows up here, I'm gonna flip.
I'm not saying it's going to show up here, but... shut up.
It's gonna show up here.
Have you heard the ballad of Veranta's Failful?
No.
The tale of woe.
Yeah, as in, whoa, he's stupid.
Has anybody heard of the downfall of the Thunderhawks yet?
You can all shut up about previous games and stop hydraing. Hail Hydra!
So, is this like a square by square thing, or
No,
we
this
can
is-
just like?
This is. There's a couple of routes that you can take. You can either. It depends how you want to try and get to the keep itself.
Not the route that stops off at Dragon Death Inferno.
Well, the dragon is currently circling over the town. He's not. He's not landed anywhere. He's circling around, roaring, breathing, and using his frightful presence to terrify the shit out of everyone. While,
Dragon.
Alright.
while kobolds and cultists have flooded throughout the town and are basically pillaging and killing.
Alright.
Now, this obviously you don't need to go square by square. You can just say how you want to try and get to the key.
I
must
turn
have
to the family and the group at large, and I go, Dragons tend to look down from above when they're doing that sort of thing. So if you all grab
Oh,
a
shit.
bough of these bushes and hold them above your heads, we may be camouflaged from the dragon. It may
Right.
improve our chances of not being noticed and therefore eaten.
For the record, I do not recommend holding bushes. They set you alight.
What?
This idea sounds ridiculous.
Ignore the grey person. Trust me, I'm Tom Bass.
The villagers are more than happy to do that and take you at your word.
Who the heck is Tom Bass?
Some sort of fish.
As they're doing all of this.
Give me a
stuff.
history check, please, Mossy.
Getting on about.
Okay, 1 second.
Yeah, you've heard the name around. Apparently, he's some sort of local legend. That's he's basically sort of a cross between Robin Hood and the Scarlet Pimpernel, or Jesus, according to some of the things that have been said about him.
Right. Okay.
I like the Jesus ones.
I still think holding a bush will do no difference.
As the Furbog is saying that, I lean close to him and I go, "It amuses me." As I watch everybody
does.
walk off with bush branches over their heads.
I'm definitely not doing that.
I'm holding a two-handed axe.
So,
Not
are you
taking
guys going to
much
attempt to conceal yourselves in any way?
Yeah, I'm totally branching up, and I'm gonna move like I'm branching out into new areas of heroism. But yeah, I'm gonna branch up, stay close to the children. Meat shields, of course. I'm not trying to save them. And then I don't think Ludo's that bad a guy to murder a load of kids. So I'm hoping that plot armor has radius.
You
Yeah.
shame me, sir. You're so much better than me.
And
You're right.
and yeah, I'm gonna totally branch over my head.
Okay, I need everyone. I'm going to go down the list, and when I call your name, I'm going to need you to give me a stealth check, please.
I'm not stealthing.
Sorry?
I'm not stealthing.
Okay, but I'm going to need, if you choose, right, this is a group stealth check, so if you don't roll it counted as an automatic failure. Okay,
Okay.
Mossy. Yeah,
I was
you
gonna
disappear into the you disappear into the trees. It's like you're not there.
Sorry, then.
Hang on a second. Don't
Hooray!
I said when I call your name.
Sorry.
I have to get blooming dice and things to keep track of scores.
Is he rolling for me? Am I? Just gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Right, well, sorry. Oh god, that was Simon that rolled that second one when he shouldn't, because I hadn't called his name yet. So
I said sorry.
right,
I was
sorry.
gonna
Okay,
cast
guys,
invisibility
when I
myself.
say, guys, please, when I call your name, those don't count. When I call your name, roll the thing, please, because I need to keep track of this. I'm not just everyone. And whoever's messaging me on Skype, stop it, because it keeps flashing up. And then I have to do like 7 bloody things. Okay. Right, who was next on the list? Tegan. Stealth check, please. Axel.
Coming. Yeah, it's coming. It's just not.
Okay.
That's not great.
And okay, Ingvar.
Right. Oh boy. Well, I said I wasn't stealthing.
Alright, okay. Elisio?
Do I have to be part of this group stealth roll? Can I stealth by myself?
Well, yeah, you're travelling as a group. If you travel on your own, you're splitting the party and everything that would you. If you fail, you deal with stuff on your own.
Well, I'd like to kind of to stealth parallel as opposed to part of that group. As in, like, so I'm stealthing, but not with. The group,
Again,
like...
if you're not part of the group, then you do it on your own. That's a split of the party. Otherwise, it's just a case of everyone. I'd have to, because as you're moving through the town, if you're not stealthed, then there's a chance you'll attract attention.
Okay.
Whereas if that means I'd have to work it out for each person individually, and that would just take it would take forever, and I'd have to do encounters for each person individually. Okay.
Plus, everybody knows that Bushes travels in packs.
Yeah, Manfred.
Like some Macbeth, this shit.
Okay. And Leaves on the Eastern Wind. And Tom Bass. Okay. You passed the group. Stealth check by 1.
That helps.
No, you passed the group stealth check by 1.
For the record,
helping.
those that aren't so fantastic, I go, be the wind. Be the
And then
leaf.
you fart.
Shut up, you twat. I'm the stone.
I'm a leaf in a way.
No, you're not. Just because that's your name does not mean that you are that. Shut up.
He's living his gimmick.
No, kayfabe is dead. Wrestling
Rip.
reference. Okay, so as the group is walking up one of the streets, you see a large group of kobolds and cultists coming down towards it. The group scatters to the side, except for Tegan and Ingvar, who just stand there, glaring defiantly at them. Before a large furbolg hand comes out of nowhere and drags them into a side alley. You get the distinct sense that Ingvar was actually standing there defiantly. Tegan was just copying him, thinking that that's what everyone was going to do, and then was surprised when everyone else but the dwarf had disappeared. You both sit there with a slightly sweet, grassy-smelling hand covering your face as the kobolds scurry past, carrying big sacks of loot.
Saved your fucking ass.
Hands off the beard.
No intention. Nothing.
Alright, when you guys have finished making love in that there alleyway, when you get to the fucking cape.
Oh, fuck off.
You know you're
Tom.
supposed to be quiet, right?
Yeah, what that one said.
I mean, come.
Okay, so the as you're creeping out of the alleyway, Tom, give me a perception check, and also Leaf on the Wind. Give me a Leaves on the Eastern Wind. Sorry, I'm just going to call you Leaves because otherwise I'm going to be constantly making wash jokes. That's persuasion. I said perception.
Oh, sorry.
And
No,
same,
I'm
for,
supposed to give you
same for you,
perception.
please, Leaves.
I'm just stupid.
What else is
Was it
there?
perception, yeah?
Yep. Okay, so you don't notice something, but Leaves puts a hand up before slinking over to what appears to be a coal cellar and opening the doors. There's a family of 4 down there cowering in the dark.
Sorry, just wondering, could you move the token to as wherever we may be in the village, as it were?
Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
I will say to the villagers, come with us, we are sneaking to the keep. But remember, be quiet.
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
For the record, if you're not careful, I may leave my fiancée for you, just because of the accent.
I'm sure Tamara is very satisfied with your love life. Mediocre!
Oh man, ever since they
Okay,
introduced
so
the
the father looks up at the 5-foot cat talking to them. Obviously thinks this is a sign of the apocalypse and slams the coal cellar door shut. You hear the sound of what you believe is probably a shovel being rammed in between the handles so it can't be opened again.
Tombas, get over here.
Allow me to help. I've got an axe with your name on it.
I stumble over and I go, what?
Tell them who you are so we can get them to the stupid keep.
Who?
The idiots below the door.
Idiots! I am Tom Bass.
Idiots! It is I, Superman. Thanks, Zack Snyder.
I feel like Tom Bass is perhaps going off brand a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Give me a persuasion check, Tom Bass.
I'd like to help by going, you cowards, come with us, we shall save you.
Yeah, there's a giant cat outside, and now someone claiming to be the legendary Tom Bass. You just hear, "Go away!
Oh,
They'll find us if you keep yelling out in the bloody street. Bugger off!"
I go, oh well, never mind. And then
They are very persuasive.
There was method behind my madness. I don't want extra people with us. It makes us a bigger target from the air.
Ah, but remember, more people in the group means more people to take fire for you.
Your logic is sound, but your application is not.
I walk back into my huddle of children again.
Okay. Oh God, you sound like Jimmy Savile. Now then, children. Anyway, Mossy, give me a stealth check, please.
Okie doke, I shall do. Although last I checked I was invisible. But hey ho. Ta-da!
Okay, Tegan. Ingvar.
Here we go.
I think everyone has figured out that we are sneaking.
Elisio.
Oh, it's me.
Manfred.
Nice.
And Leaves. and Tom. Okay, yeah, this time it goes a hell of a lot smoothly. You're getting good at this sneaking lark. Only the dwarf makes a bit of a noise, but that's easily covered by the sound of the roaring dragon and the fighting.
Admit, I thought we were doing pretty well, considering the fact I'm the tallest of the bunch. And
Yeah, but you're good at hiding in bushes and things like that. It's part of your nature.
That's racist.
yeah,
Also, he's a druid, which are theoretically always covered in bushes.
Yeah. Except for this one, he's wearing a long green coat and a mullet.
I'm sorry, what?
He's got a mullet. Just look at his picture. Okay. Yeah, you are now. You can see the keep. It's just round the corner. Once again, you experience a large group of cultists and raiders storming down the street, kicking in doors, and you hear scuffling and arguing coming from inside. But it sounds like raiders fighting amongst themselves over spoils, not any villagers. Give me, please, a perception check, Elisio.
Like,
Okay. You believe that you can see a couple of heads poking out from a shuttered window. It's almost as if someone's peeking out and looking to see what's going on out of curiosity. So you think there's some people in one of the houses over to your right.
okay. Because I kind of feel like Tom Bass is, or whatever he's calling himself now, is the only sensible person in the party. I'll gesture him over and relay that information.
All right, what was the info?
Thank you, Brian, for not paying attention.
There's some people in that house.
Are they like peasant people, like gonna try and kill us people?
I think. Well, did I see?
Well, they're not running at you screaming and trying to hack you apart, and they're definitely not kobolds.
I think they're filthy peasants.
Sounds like a lot of responsibility if we start talking to them.
Oh, I wasn't suggesting we'd rescue them. I'm saying they might scream and attract attention.
Excellent, my friend. We're going to get on quite fine. And then I ignored the peasants with him.
Yeah, I seriously don't tell anyone else.
Okay, awesome. You pieces of shit.
I admit, the rest of us don't know anything about it.
No,
So
the rest of you don't know anything about this.
Greatest hero adventure group.
World's mightiest hero, fuck off.
I'll hiss back to the group, telling them to be very, very quiet. There may be kobolds hiding in that house.
Yeah, kobolds. Very, very quiet, guys.
they're
Okay.
allied to the dragon. We better kill them.
Can I insight check that, because this is sounding sketchy as hell.
Yes, you can.
You let us.
I want to do that too.
You let us know how that went. We'll take the villagers to the keep.
Anyone who wants to insight what Mossy just said, give me an insight check. Okay, Mossy. You can divulge information about your motives if you want to, but you don't have to.
Wait, Mossy?
I won't.
Yeah. Mossy was the one who was saying that we should fight the enemies of the kobolds, and they were suspicious of him, so they were insight checking him to see if they could work out why he was saying that.
But basically, I've just gone. The kobolds, they seem to be allies of the dragons.
No, I mean your reasoning behind, not. I mean,
I know.
Your emotional
I know,
state.
but still. I won't
He
mention
seems
that.
very keen to kick the shit out of the Draconics and the cultists. That's all.
He's got a death wish.
You wouldn't say that. It's more like he's just eager to fight.
I would say that.
Okay, fair enough.
He's insane! Leave him behind if he wants to fight them.
Well, sadly, you didn't insight, so anyway. No, that's fine. You start up
Do
the
I need
hill
insight to say that?
You start. Well, no, but insight to know what his internal bloody monologue was. But Okay, it doesn't, like I say, it doesn't matter. Everyone can know that information. So you start to head up the hill towards the keep, when all of a sudden you hear a sound behind you, as if hundreds of tiny feet are running in your general direction. You look over your shoulders to see hundreds of tiny feet running in your general directions on the ends of tiny legs in the form of about 50 or 60 kobolds.
Fucking leg it!
Yeah, how about we leg it?
Okay.
See? Mostly dick. Told you it's fucking kobolds. I pick up children, stick them on my shoulders.
Give me, please, athletic checks all around if you're running away.
This isn't
Right,
going
I'm
well.
running away.
How far away from the keep are we?
This is to see how far you get.
I have to admit, I don't really intend to, for the record.
Well, that was
yes,
acrobatics, and I said
If you roll-
athletics.
Yeah, you can roll again because you rolled an acrobatics.
I'm a noob.
Oh God.
Uh-oh. Damn these children, they're slowing me down!
Throw them away!
For the record, I run ahead of Tom Bass, stop, turn around, and try and help him get past.
Thank you, Grey Dude.
Does it seem like
Alcoholic.
Kath can manage it?
I think I'm missing someone. Yeah, what? No, I think that's everyone.
I'm talking to the stream now. Fuck off, Rich. I'm not challenging them to a 1v50.
Manfred, I need you to roll your athletics check, please.
Tom Bass ain't that type of hero.
If you're up for that, Norbert, I shall join you.
Yeah, does it seem like Kath, the man of the family, can manage to get away on his own?
Yeah, he's kind of being helped by his wife.
I am going to lend a hand as well.
Okay,
To
give
him.
me. I still need your athletics check.
Yeah.
Yep, that one put you over the limit, just like the stealth check. Otherwise, it was tied up. Yes, you head towards the keep, and the walls there's several of the town's militia and local guardsmen shooting down into the kobolds chasing you, and you see a man at the door waving for you frantically to get through the door. He was clearly finely dressed earlier, but now he's bleeding from minor wounds. His arm is all bandaged up, and he's wearing this long blue waistcoat that's got tears in it and is soaked with, and has got patches of blood in it, which is very obviously his own blood. Quickly through the door! And he
Yeah,
gestures you
I've-
frantically inside.
I run through, kids in tow.
I suppose I tumble in last, coughing and wheezing,
With your tiny legs.
Okay.
and pork belly.
The doors are slammed shut, and soldiers lower the bar across. The man turns to you, and he's out of breath. He's clearly been very frazzled by what's going on here. He says, "Oh, thank God. I'm Mayor Nighthill. Apparently my voice is something quite funny to you. Who are you people? I don't think I've ever seen you. I mean, I know you, Norbert. You're from the pub." At which point one of the kids points up at him and says, "He's not Norbert. He's Tom Bass." Mayor Nighthill looks at the kid, looks at Cuth, and then looks back at you, and his eyes go wide. And he says, "Praise be the gods! They've sent a miracle to us to save us in our hour of need."
I just realised I saved the children whilst trying to protect myself. It looks like I've carried the children up the hill. I made a grave mistake. I thought these
Perfect.
pauldrons of +10 child armour would save me, but they have doomed me to a life of questing.
So Mayor Nighthill calls over. He says, Escobert, come here. And you hear a thumping noise as someone comes down the stairs. And it's a very scruffy dwarf with a long tangled red beard and messy hair. He's got a massive ring of keys on his belt. Those of you who, so Norbert, Brian, would know that this is Escobert the Red, the Castellian and leader of the guards of the keep.
Greetings, Escobert.
All right there, Norbert. You been caught up in all this mess too? He's not Norbert there. He's really Tom Bass. Bollocks! No, as I live and breathe. Oh, Cuth said it. Didn't you, Cuth? And Cuth nods. Nah. And then he notices your crossbow. Although, that is just like the crossbow from the stories.
I shall tell all the people of the return of Tombas. Now we say children.
Tombas, me arse.
Well, we'd be right glad of that. We really should draw up the bloody the tourism industry in this town after all this is over. But this is amazing.
The town remains.
Are the rest of you brave adventurers as well?
Adventurers? What are you on about?
Well, obviously, I mean,
We're going out there again.
he
Yes,
point-
we're all adventurers, and we shall go on a great quest to find out what the dragons do.
He points at Elysium and says, "Well, I mean, obviously, apart from you, Mr. DeChiver, I mean, I know you're a doctor. You sold us all those health potions. It's really bloody lucky, actually, that we bought so many from you, and they've all been stored here. We've got about 60, 70 people who are going to be making good use of them today."
I live to serve.
Manfred twitches his moustache and
There's definitely like slight beads of sweat on my forehead right now.
Manfred totally has the skinny on fucking Chiva. Like,
No, it's not. It's not Manfred. It's the Tash that knows.
Manfred's fucking oblivious. Like,
Yeah.
the Tash is fucking curled up and is pointing at him.
Yeah, we'll get some fan arts of Manfred's Tash just sitting on a Supreme Jewelry somewhere.
Like, fucking, they're like snail eyeballs. Like fucking stalks and just looking at him.
So I was just thinking he's basically been possessed by a Tash, and it's the Tash that's talking.
No. The Tash.
Well, his Tash is so big you can barely see his mouth, so it's entirely possible.
The mustache is a separate creature. It's a parasitic organism latched to his face, hooked up through his nasal passages. It's like
And-
Snake's hair from The Simpsons.
It's lawful good.
Lawful good mustache. This week on.
it's
The
lawful
real-
stash.
The real Manfred's the right fucking bastard.
The real Manfred died 30 years ago. The Tash has just been driving his body. The Tash is like one of the angels from Supernatural.
Well,
The Tash is like, stop talking to my meat suit.
Manfred,
Okay, Hail Hydra. Back to the game.
Yeah, Manfred places his fairly large hand on Alicia's shoulder and says, "Well, as the two residing doctors of this group, we must go to the injured and take care of them."
Yes. Shifty eyes.
Okay. There are several dozen wounded. There's lots of people with cuts and abrasions and people who've been hit by rocks and attacked by kobolds and bandits and things like that. The majority of the soldiers are up on the battlements, shooting up at the dragon or at the kobolds at the gate. And you do hear the hammering on the gates from small, ineffective weapons and axes that aren't. You're 100% sure they're not getting through there without some siege equipment.
As I'm tending to the wounded, I'm handing out price lists.
Oh, right, so American doctor then.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
While he's doing that, I'd like to inquire about the state of the amount of water we have for those in the keep.
Okay, so Mayor Nighthill turns to you and says, "Well, that's a good point, actually. I was about to mention it. We could use some help, really. We weren't expecting an attack, obviously. You can tell we're a bit under-equipped. Would you lot be willing to help us out? There's some things that we could use, and to be frank, most of our guys are up either defending the walls or tending to the wounded. You lot seem a capable lot."
Ah, yes, Tombas shall bring morale to all.
I can help out.
I dare say you're right. Great hero like
Don't-
Tom Bass. And then everyone stops and stares and smiles, and you like women wiping tears away and old men going, "Hey!"
I throw on my best hero pose and I go, "Of course, fair villagers, I will
Give
do
me a
everything
performance
I
check.
can to help."
For the record, I think Tom Bass, you're right. How can I help with? I have to admit, I can provide.
Good
some
enough.
I can
And,
provide
but
some water for you.
Inside, I'm dying.
Well, we can't. It's a good offer, but it's a good offer, my giant grey friend. But there's actually a way we can get water ourselves. You see, this keep has a secret tunnel down to the stream.
Hello.
Secret tunnel through the mountain. Secret tunnel. Yes, excellent reference. Well done. Yeah, but a secret tunnel down through the stream. Trouble is, the bloody door's locked.
Would you
Oh,
like a
On the
better
other side?
Hey, I mean, he takes you over, and there's just basically this massive pile of boxes that's been stacked up. He says, "The door's behind there somewhere. Can you help us out?"
I was expecting more of a battering ram, but sure, why not?
That
Okay.
sounds like a great case of volunteering by our rather stout friend here. And I will take a seat back on whatever's closest and like nod at him and motion to the villagers how what a nice deed Mossy Bumblehogs just volunteered to do.
Ah, but
Does anyone
Tombas,
else help Mossy move the boxes?
You do realise, Norbert, you could always help out.
And,
Hi, he was, and at which point the mayor says, "You know, I'm sure he was only jesting that he wasn't going to help. Everyone knows Tom Bass helps those in need."
I like Tom Bass's eye twitches slightly, his left eye just like flickers, and then he goes, "Of course it was but a jest." And I get up and start moving boxes.
For the record, I still don't believe you, Tom Bass.
I want to move over to the dwarf.
Okay. He's bellowing orders at militiamen. Get those arrows up there! Don't let them run out. We got to protect the roof from the dragon. If it lands on us, we're all buggered.
I'll be back in a second. Just getting a drink.
I don't know if it'll help much, but I can cast some magic that may reduce some of the flames.
And
You're
I
not
figure it
not
could
there.
help
You're
in a
not
bit
there. You're
more of a
moving the
practical
boxes.
manner. I'm a mason,
Okay.
so maybe I could help on
You're
the
you're
walls
a
somehow.
gem crafter, aren't you?
Both, to be honest. I picked two.
Okay.
I'm a mason
Well,
and a gem crafter.
Again, Mossy, you're not there. You're over with the boxes. This is him over
I was
there.
just gonna say if I'm not nearby, ignore my comment. But
Okay. Well, again, a mason's not really going to help here because you'd need stone and time to do that. Whereas when you're under attack, a masonry is not going to help.
Yeah, well, emergency repairs.
Again,
Figure.
emergency repairs is something that you usually just
Emergency
take what
repairs
you've
is
got and throw it in the hole, not stonework.
Alright.
throw some dirt, it may help.
Can you not do that again, please, Kelvin?
Sorry.
That was bloody creepy.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, I'm trying to roleplay here. Stop interrupting.
Stop interrupting with role-playing.
Okay, so Escobar turns round and he says, he sees your symbol of Doomathoin, and he makes the sound. He makes the sign of the mountain god, and he says, "What can I do for you, Your Honor?"
Just looking to help. I've got a bit of experience with stonework, if that is needed, and I'm good with my hacks.
Well, I'm sure we'll have red work for you soon enough, but the keep's walls are plenty strong. And even if there is a breach, I doubt there'll be much we can do about it while we're under attack from bloody kobolds.
I suppose that's true.
Aye, but there's certainly a lot of things that can definitely be done around here. The mayor was looking for someone to help get the bloody secret tunnel opened and cleared so we can get some fresh water up in here in case we need to put out some fires and such. But the silly old bugger forgot to ask me for the key. You mind taking it to him?
Of course I can.
Thank you. So
Later,
he gets his giant ring of keys, and after a few moments searching, gets one and detaches it and hands it over to you. Says, "That'll get you through the door." And then he hands you another one. Says, "That should get you through the lock at the bottom at the grate at the bottom."
Okay. I'll see to it.
And then he goes back to yelling at people that don't really need to be yelled at.
Typical sergeants.
Yeah. So about 10-15 minutes passes, and Mossy and Tom manage to move the boxes and packs out of the way. No one else. Manfred's busy working to help with the Manfred and Eligio are busy helping with the wounded. Well, Manfred's helping. Eligio's more extorting people. But unfortunately, most
doing
of
a good job of it too.
Yeah, unfortunately, most people don't have a awful lot of cash on them, so they're not really getting his top brand of help.
But how much money am I making out of these?
Not any, to be completely honest. They're all being like mostly scared and needing comforting.
In that case, I'll get IOUs from each of them.
Okay.
So basically, it's a psychiatrist for the half an hour.
Okay, right, fair enough. You continue with your extortion.
Hey, I'm only extorting promises.
By the way, guys, we're done with the passage. Anybody able to let us through?
Okay, Mossy and Tom have cleared the door.
Right. I move up to the door with my keys. And open the first one.
Okay, the door opens, and you see what appears to be a long spiral staircase going down. In the dark, there's no light. Being a dwarf, your dark vision's good enough that you can see that it's dirty and clearly hasn't been opened in years. There's cobwebs everywhere, and there's sconces on the walls with torches in them that are unlit.
Having been by the door, am I able to tell whether there's anything down the corridor myself?
It's not a corridor, it's a spiral staircase going down.
It's
You can't
a
see
spiral
that far.
staircase then.
Can he even fit in there being 8 feet?
You can shrink down a bit. And whoever's watching shit on YouTube and not paying attention to the game, can you stop it?
Oh, it's Brian.
Who the fuck else?
Yeah.
If I can see the candles and whatnot going down around the spiral staircase, I'd like to use my druidcraft to light each one as we go past.
Can you light fire with Druidcraft?
Yes.
Okay, so who's going down the tunnel?
I am. Going first, I suppose.
Okay.
First of all, is it possible to use the medicine skill on oneself?
Medicine skill is for stabilizing and stuff like that, unless you have the medic. What's it called? Feat. You can't use it to regain health that way. What you can do is, if you want to try and regain health, You have just had a short rest, which means you could roll a hit dice and get help HP back that way if you want to, but at level 1 you only get 1 hit die, and you're not going to have time for a long rest. You might want to save it.
Yeah, okay.
How many hit points are you down?
4.
How many hit points do you have total?
11.
You're probably still okay.
Yeah, it was just, if I could, I would have been happy, but it's all right. I'll be fine.
I've got a healing spell. I think someone else does as well.
Yeah, save it for emergencies.
Yeah, well, if somebody goes down, I think it's generally better to heal them then.
Yeah.
Okay. So, before you go, Mayor Knight...
I'm also going, by the way.
Okay, so is everyone going?
Oh, are we all going? I thought we were...
That's what I'm asking.
Manfred takes one last look around the injured and realizes that he has done basically what he can and moves towards the door.
Where is this door going
I will
to?
follow the adventure.
Okay, as I said, they want someone to go down and secure the secret tunnel that leads to the stream so that they can have access to water.
Okay.
I lean in close to the chiver and I go, that may be a good way out of here.
Ooh, you'll make a good point. In that case, I suddenly become more enthusiastic about the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Good call, Brian. Good call.
No worries.
It's all about trying to find motivation for evil characters.
That's I thought very hard about that when making this character. I was like, how do I self-motivate myself to still play the campaign?
Yes.
And that was by trying to find silver linings in everything the party wants to do.
Yeah, that's very smart.
Okay, as you're leaving, Mayor Nightingale comes up to you and says, "Oh, before you go, it might be a little bit dangerous. You want to take these?" And he hands over 4 vials filled with a red-coloured liquid. They appear to be healing potions.
I take a very quick sideways glance at Jachiva, like.
Alicio, you can again. This is the first option point where where I'm just going to have to remind everyone there's a difference between player knowledge and character knowledge.
Yep.
Licio, these are definitely the healing potions that you sold the town earlier today. They consist of red food colouring and cod liver oil.
Honestly, that's pretty tame for the kind of stuff I put together.
They will do no healing whatsoever. But that's not what you told. That's not what you told the town. As far as everyone else is concerned, they are good quality healing potions that will fix you up a jiffy if you're wounded.
That's what everyone's going to continue to think.
Manfred grabs one of them and his moustache twitches so wildly that he has to take a hand to hold it still.
Of course, Manfred knows exactly what a fucking no potions looks like.
I speak mustache, so I'd like to do an insight check.
You don't speak mustache. You just understand. You just understand when the mustache is angry with you. That's all. That's all you know. Currently, you have done nothing to displease the Tash.
I could make a deception check to see how convincing I am with the whole. These are fine.
Give me a wisdom saving throw. In fact, no, deception or give me a performance check to see if you can be like, yes, these are amazing. Blah blah.
I think I should roll an insight check first to see if I actually.
You roll an insight against his performance.
Ah, okay.
May I do the same?
No, because you do not have medical skills. Whereas.
Okay.
Whereas, what's his name?
Manfred
does. He's a trained medic.
Roll shit.
Yep, seems legit to you.
They probably, yes, they look perhaps different than your Yosu, but that's just my special flavoring to make it work even better.
The moustache twitches wildly, and you can sort of faintly hear Manfred mumble to himself, "Stay still."
It's a parasitic organism.
Oh my god, he's running. It's canon now.
Yeah,
Canon.
the banter became canon.
It's the brain slug. It's just like. "Mrrr."
This is what real D&D's all about.
Yeah.
That mustache moment.
Strokes moustache in a calming manner.
The mustache.
Who's the good
For roll
boy?
perception checks, anyone who crits it thinks you can hear the mustache going.
Ah, please. If there was any time to crit something.
I didn't, but near enough.
Ah, I fucking...
No.
Did I fail so much that I succeeded?
No. No one heard the mustache purr.
Disappointment.
Disappointed if you're going Hercules
Ah,
Legendary
shut up.
Journey instead.
I know. Fuck you.
We were close enough, Ingrid.
Who did you call Ingrid?
Sorry, I mispronounced Ingvar.
I say to the mayor, I go, "Thank you, mayor. We will take our leave. We will restore water to this keep." And then I
Bloody
stroll
good,
off.
bloody good. So, okay, the group descends into the...
For the record, I'd like to, as he says that, I'd like to ask where the nearest empty barrels are.
You're just gonna make water or some shit like that, aren't you?
I am actually.
My character does that often as well.
Well, they don't really have access. They don't really have any. That's why they need the access to the stream.
Yeah.
They were not prepared. There's very little food. Only what the people brought with them. No access to water. That's why they need the stream.
What I think what we've got is a give a man a fish, he eats. Teach a man how to fish, he eats for the rest of his life. Situation. You giving him water now ain't gonna be too good if you get shot in the face with a fucking pebble 10 minutes from now.
Yeah, but really, am I gonna get shot from underground?
You don't fucking know.
Stalactites are everywhere.
Those assholes live underground. You could drown. Water's
Drown in the
dangerous.
water. How ironic.
I'm not exactly gonna create water to drown myself, am I? Hence the reason I've asked if they've got any spare barrels.
Which they don't. I already said they didn't.
Yeah, I know. I was just saying, if they had.
Brian's trying to move the plot along.
Yeah, I know.
Yes. Let's follow Brian.
Mm. Don't say that now, or you'll be doing it forever, and he won't shut up.
All right.
Okay,
I'm actually
so-
going.
Right.
I'm actually going first. So let's follow me.
Can you see in the dark?
I can. Yes.
He's a dwarf.
I'm a dwarf.
Okay. So
So,
as you're going down, anyone who can't see in the dark, you're helped ably by Mossy, who's kindling the torches as you go past, lighting, so you have lighting the way. You go down and down and down, maybe 50 or 60 feet into the hill, and you find yourself in a long, dank tunnel. By this point, you're all covered in dirt and cobwebs because it's had years of non-use. Because this is a relatively peaceful village, nobody's actually attacked it up until this point because it's been so large and it's got the keep. It's probably only with the fact that they've got a dragon reinforcing them that the cultists have brought up the nerve to attack this place.
By the way, all of you are probably annoyed at my character, most because I will not shut up about the cobwebs.
Oh, I thought
it's
you
in
were
my
about to say
hair.
you're farting in the tunnel. But saying.
No, I'm gonna be constantly complaining about it's in my hair, it's in my way, it's dirty, please get me the fuck out of right here.
Varantis, is that you?
Again, Hail Hydra.
Um,
Okay, so the long tunnel travels in pretty much a straight line, so it doesn't take you long to get to the end. But you hear the sound of a stream outside. It's only really called a stream because it's not quite big enough to be a river. It is a large flowing body of water. Make a perception check, please.
All us?
Who's in the lead? Ingvar. You make a
Yep.
perception check.
Righto. Shit, that was very shit.
Okay, you're not really paying that much attention. You're just happy to be underground when you suddenly step on something soft. You look down and you realise you've trod on a rat.
Oh, that's relatively mild.
Yeah. And there's another rat. And another. And another. And another. And all of a sudden there's a wall of the bastards coming towards you at eye height.
I ready my axe, I suppose.
I read a James Herbert novel about this. As I ready my crossbow.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, vermin!
Okay, just finding the page.
Do I see any of this?
Yes.
If that's
You
the
also
case,
see a small dog.
It sounds adorable.
Throw it at the rat.
It sounds like a rat.
What? No, it doesn't.
Any dog small enough to be carried in a small bag is a rat.
No, it's a cat, and cats are useless.
Yes, thank you, bloody Ron Swanson. And its cats are pointless if you're going to do the correct.
Oh, fuck you and your fucking references.
I think he was just saying cats are useless, Ludo.
Oh, bloody god.
Does anyone speak bark?
Anyway. So, wall of rats.
Okay.
Are we rolling initiative?
No, I just need to give me a attack roll, please. I'm going in the order that I'm working under the. You're walking down the thing. Ingvar, give me an attack roll.
All right. Well, at least I'm good at hitting.
Yeah, you swing through, you cleave asunder many rats in your rage. Mossy, you're coming up next. Give me a attack roll. Okay, how long does the shillelagh last?
It lasts. 1 second, I can tell you.
Because
every
it's been about 40. It's been about half hour since you 45 minutes since you cast it.
a minute, but after me it's a cantrip, so I can cast it as and when I want.
Okay, but you didn't say you were casting it, so you just hit
I
the normal
forgot
club.
about that.
Yeah, so you just strike out with your big club. Manfred, you're next. Okay, I need Manfred, Mossy, and Ingvar. Here comes the damage. You take 1 point of piercing damage each.
Gosh.
Brutal, man.
From rat nibbles.
So who's that?
That's
All right,
Mossy,
how many
Ingvar,
infections
and
did I get?
Manfred.
Do I have rat AIDS now?
What, raids?
Basically, yeah.
You don't know, you'd have to give yourself a firm examination, but you did get nipped a couple of times. Before your stomping and slashing and general hackingness managed to drive the rats back down the tunnel.
Hell makes rats do that.
Perhaps they're afraid or something.
Yeah, probably
In the
your
distance,
accent.
you see a round circle of light crisscrossed with the signs of a large metal sewer grate.
Well, this seems fucking fantastic.
There's another gate, is it?
Well, yeah, you believe that this is the gate to the river.
Oh yeah. I pick out the key and go to open it.
Whoa! Why don't we see what this light is first?
It's the end of the tunnel.
But why is there light there?
Because it's moonlight. It's the outside. It's not pitch black.
Alright, so it's the outside.
Yeah.
The Chiver, we've made it.
Finally, this place is starting to smell.
I unlock
Make sure it's the
the
place.
door.
You're right, it might not be the place.
Okay, give me a second. Well, it clearly is the place because there's one place this tunnel goes to.
Huh? Oh no, we were being catty about the smell.
Oh, right, okay. You were being facetious.
We're probably covered in feces, so that works.
Facetious.
Facetious, I think you'll find. Okay,
I think you'll find.
shut up. Or I'll cut you.
A nice slice of cake.
How
No.
dare someone be playing fucking basketball outside my house?
But this time,
Okay, so do you just walk up to the gate and try and unlock it?
that sounds like a trap.
There's no reason not to.
I go over and try and lift it.
Okay, well the gate has a massive great padlock on it, so you can't.
Well, that's the one I was trying to unlock, isn't it?
Yeah, well he walked over and tried to lift it before you got the chance to unlock it, which is what happens.
Well,
when
I
people-
said I tried to unlock it.
Yeah, I know,
like,
but I was clarifying that when he said I go over and try to lift it. When people interrupt, that means I can't get things done in order. Okay, so yeah, you put the key in, but because of the dampness of the river outside and the fact that it's been years, it's very rusty. So I'm going to need you to give me a strength check to see if you can successfully force the key into the lock and turn it.
Oh yeah, it's under. Oh yeah, that's unskilled strength roll then, yeah.
Yes.
That's
Ryan,
good.
Yeah.
please, if you're going to be typing like that, you're going to need to put push to talk on because all we can hear is thunk, 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 thunk.
Okay.
Yeah, it's relatively easy. It takes a bit of elbow grease, but all your big meaty dwarf hands, it doesn't take too long. You're able to force the lock open. There's a dull thunk as the padlock falls off, and you're able to swing the gate open. Again, it's a bit difficult. You have to give it a shove because of the rust, and there's a bit of a creak, but you're able to get the gate open without too much trouble. You can step out. You step out of the tunnel and onto the shore of the stream. So you are down here.
While this happens, I'd like to pick up the padlock and key for later use.
Oh, very smart.
Okay, you can use rusted. You have rusted padlock and key. Do want to point out that if you do take it, you will be leaving this secret entrance unlocked.
Okay.
Axel.P
want to be
said
unlocked
that.
if it fell to the floor anyway.
That's true.
Right. Well, if you want to keep it, then you can keep it.
Oh man, we're definitely going to be attacked by monsters that only attract to rusty padlocks.
Well, rust monster, rust eater, or whatever they're called. Okay. So far, the only people who've actually stepped out of the tunnel are Ingvar and Mossy. Is anyone else leaving the tunnel?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, I'm leaving the...
Yeah, it sucks underground. How fucking a whole species of people could live down here?
Well,
agree.
some of us has to be refined, right?
I don't know what's refined about living in a tunnel.
I pick out my gem and like flap it around a bit and put it back in. Yeah, I don't know what would be refined either.
I'll roleplay that and go, ha ha, well played, and I shoot you the fucking shoot McGavin fingers.
You,
Manfred-
sir, are a very weird person, and I do not trust you.
Manfred leans down to Ingvar and says in Dwarfish, "What is with the fingers?"
I respond in Dwarfish too. I don't think he has all the bolts in place where they should be.
Oh.
Moustache twitch.
The moustache concurs. Okay, so is anyone keeping watch?
Yes.
I'm keeping what?
Okay, Simon, give me a perception check, please. Right, okay, Simon, while everyone else is talking about having a hushed conversation in Dwarvish and giving Shoot McGavin fingers, you notice coming down the stream towards you is a rather hefty group of cultists and kobolds. Now, they appear to be searching the banks of the stream, almost as if they're working under the assumption that there's something here. Now, you've spotted them before they've spotted you, so you're pretty sure that should you want to, you could cross over the river and hide in the bushes and trees and ambush them, so they fail to find the secret entrance, because they probably will. It's not exactly hidden.
Everyone, we got bad guys incoming. Let's get over the river and hide.
I like this hiding plan.
Get over the river.
Why can't we hide here?
Well, there's no cover there because you're on it's pretty open. Whereas across the side of the river, which isn't very, it's I don't know, maybe about 4 or 5 feet deep, and maybe 15 feet across. You can cross it really quite easily.
So they wouldn't just see us going then?
Sorry?
No shit, I'm tall enough.
They wouldn't just see us going into this.
No, you've got enough time. You can get across the river and hide in the bushes if you want to ambush them, or you could go back up the tunnel, relock it, and run off. It's
Since
completely
I'm
up to you what
fairly
you want to
short,
do.
I don't really fancy going across the river, so maybe I'd stay in the tunnel and would take it from 2 sides. That could be an idea too.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. I'm gonna go wherever the stockiest people are to hide behind.
Well, I'll go and hide in the bush, because I'm awesome at hiding in bushes.
Manfred looks at Leaves and says, "The Red Knight says to let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. I like this plan."
Excellent. Let's get moving then, shall we?
We have to do more fighting.
Because you are from a land far
I like
away,
the hiding
you
plan.
may have just
Hiding
accidentally
bush.
insulted.
Not the bush with the giant guy in it.
Because you may have, Simon, because you're from far away, you may have just inadvertently insulted the deity of Manfred by assuming that the Red Knight was male when it's actually a goddess.
Ooh.
Moustache twitches.
I did not assume anything about the gender. My god is a female, so...
Okay, so
Which he
let me get this right. Ingvar, you're staying in the tunnel.
Yes.
Who else is crossing the river?
I am.
Manfred is.
I am, and seeing as we've had a short rest, I'd like to cast my hidden step while we do so.
You haven't had a short rest.
I'm sure you said earlier.
No,
about
I said
short
you could
rest.
take a short rest, but you would need to take an hour doing nothing. You were moving boxes.
I suppose there is that.
Sorry, so far I've got Manfred and Mossy and Tom across the river, and Elisio...
I'm not going over the river.
Okay, Elisio, you staying in the tunnel?
Oh, I'm going to use Disguise Self spell to disguise myself as a wounded... What are we fighting against? Kobold?
Yes, you can. It's kobolds and cultists, so humans and others.
Alright, I'd like to position myself in such a fashion that were they to come up to me, that they would be walking past the ambush point.
Right. So you want to lay down by the river or on the stream?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Let me just put a little mark on your token so that we know that you're disguised. There we go, that'll do. Whoa, hang on, I've mucked that up.
Oh, actually, no, I need to disguise myself as a cultist because I can't change size that much.
Yeah, okay, a wounded cultist, that's fair enough. Leaves, are you staying in the tunnel or are you going in the bushes?
It was my idea to go over to the... I don't know.
Okay, bushes it is. Okay, I'm going to need a stealth check from Leaves, Tom, Mossy and Manfred, please. Okay, yep, you all managed to secrete yourselves in the bushes and pretty well at that. Let me just check to see what you're up against. Okay, I'm just deploying here, gentlemen.
Oh, you've actually got a map. You've got a battle map for this one.
Yep, I got a battle map for everything. I made 10 maps yesterday.
Nice.
The Mantis Blade. It's nice to see you naming all your starting gear. I approve.
Ooh-hoo-hoo. Ambiance. It's a little hard to see the character against that background.
I love the sound effects.
Yeah, this is cool.
Okay, so as you can see, where you've come out of the tunnel, it's in a small. The stream is in a small valley. Elisio, you are disguised as this gate is actually open, but is pretending to be closed. Elisio, you're lying on the floor. Are you doing anything, or are you just lying face down in the dirt?
I'm writhing a little bit in pain, so that it's evident that I am alive, as opposed to just being a corpse.
Okay, actually, I'm going to move.
I'm in heaven.
Give me a performance check.
Oh boy, I hope I don't cock this one up.
Come on.
Okay, how do you... what's your death scene?
I'm assuming that the cultists don't speak in outrageous Italian accents. Have we heard them talk at all as yet?
You haven't actually experienced any cultists yet.
Twitch is asking, can you move the camera boy map so they can see the battle?
Oh yeah, it's wonky at the moment.
What we'll do, if you want, Ludo, next session, I'll be camera boy. Give me, like, camera boy's login. Like, I'll hold the Twitch stream for you if you want.
Yeah, I think that'll work.
It's alright, I just set it up now. To be completely honest, I should have been paying attention to it myself, but, you know, one screen and I'm running the game, so...
I was going to say, I was on mute. I was trying to say, can I be an oval for the Chiver?
Sorry, can you what for T'Chiva?
Be in Overwatch, so basically firing line upon the Chiver if stuff happens near him.
Well, you're gonna if the ambush goes off, you're gonna get a surprise round on him anyway. So
Cool.
Yeah, the intention of why I'm positioned in that place is so that when they come up, they'll walk past you guys.
Nice.
okay, so you hear sorry, your death yell, please, Pete.
Something along the lines of, "Oh, me leg! They shot me in the leg! Ugh.
Do some more of that.
It's
That was
an
awesome.
adventurer like you, I took an arrow to the knee.
Oh, me knee!
Oh, I've been done in! I'm shuffling off the mortal coil! They just start reciting the dead parrot sketch.
I got left in this world. If only some people would come and save me.
Yeah, that you hear the you hear a shout from the cultists. Bert, is that you?
Larry! Is it you? I think I can see me mum.
Oh my God, Bert's been shot. He's been done in. He's been run through. You kobolds, get up there. We've got to help him. What?
Oh, me leg, me
The
leg.
old man's a dustman, etc. And they cut, and the group comes running up to aid you, splashing through the stream.
I'm glad Mr. Rich likes him.
Lava duck. Yeah. Okay. So surprise round. We're going to go by the order that I see on my screen before we roll for initiative. You will get one. You will get one free turn, effectively. So, Mossy, your free turn.
1 second, I'm not actually seeing the screen, so I'm... Look.
Are you wrestling a
You
dog?
can tell your dog to shut its dog mouth.
What is the range on a light crossbow?
Well, you're asking bloody questions that I need to look up the answers to now, don't you?
I'll find out. Goes this way. Doo-doo. Has the book open? What was it? A light crossbow.
Yeah.
Range is 80 for a standard, 320 long.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you shoot from here, you'll just be a
Long's
standard shot.
disadvantage, yeah.
What did you say, Ludo?
If you shoot from where you are now, it will just be a standard shot.
As I
Okay.
as I ninja to that, I cast Shillelagh on my club and throw it again.
Okay, who do you throw it at?
I throw it at this gentleman here.
Okay, you make another. It's an improvised attack, so again, you won't get the Shillelagh magic bonus because you need to be holding it when it does that.
I have to admit, it's not really a magic bonus; it just
Well,
counts as a magic weapon.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, it's not going to do its full damage because if you were hitting someone with it, then you would be doing damage. Now you're just doing like half. You don't. It's like D3 or something. Yeah, you can throw it if you want, and you miss.
You need to get a javelin at some point.
Yeah, so there's a plop as a big log falls into the lake or the river
He's playing
rather.
poo sticks.
and it begins floating off down the lake, down the river.
Quick, throw another one in and race it.
Tegan. That's you, Axel.
Yeah, I'm eating, so I'm not saying anything.
Ah.
But it's your turn.
I will shoot this guy with my longbow.
Okay, you're shooting through a closed gate, so he gets partial cover. Roll
You
an
said the
attack.
gate was open.
No, I said it's unlocked.
Who closed the gate?
You did when I assumed you were hiding, because otherwise the gate would be open and it would be very obvious. Because when it sorry, I mean I should have made this a bit clearer, but when it opens it's like that. So yeah. Don't worry, it's only like 180.
Open it and slam the bridge with it.
Shite.
It doesn't matter, it's one it gets an extra 1 AC, so you still hit him.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Works for Axel, doesn't work for me.
Okay, so he stabs. Well no, you could, because you're big and tough and it's unlocked, so you can just fucking bull rush your way through there.
Okay, if you say so. Well, if the
And-
gate
and
swings
speaking-
open that way.
Speaking of, well, it's not going to open that wide, but anyway, if you want to charge through there, you can because it's your go.
Yeah, I want to. Those are within 30, so I can reach them. So I smash through, and there.
Do you
and
give
I'm
him?
gonna
Do you
hit-
give him an amazing dwarven battle cry?
I just basically shout incoherently, sort of. I don't feel like demonstrating it because I'm surrounded with people right now.
Okay, awesome. So
Do it.
no, for my ancestors, anything like that, because there's people looking at you, and you're embarrassed enough to be playing Dungeons and Dragons in the first place when it's a Friday night. So you just go "Blah!" PTSD.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, make your attack.
I'm attacking this dude on the left there.
Okay. Any particular way you want to attack him? You want to do something cool, or do you just want to run up and smash him in the face or something?
I'm thinking a diagonal chop, still from the top down.
Okay, cool. Go for it. Yeah, you bring your axe down in a glittering arc, although not really glittering because your axe is very dwarven and dull and made of black metal. You give him a nasty slash across his front, and he's taken completely by surprise. He almost drops his dagger as you hit him in his upper shoulder.
All right, good. That got their attention.
Okay, Elisio.
We never got around to like doing equipment, but was I able to get any crossbow at the beginning of, like before we got
did
out?
do equipment. We did it when we rolled your character. I put everything that you had in the into your inventory, and you said you were going to set up the macros in your own time.
Okay, then I guess
I take it from that okay that you didn't.
Oh no, well it's like I didn't know if we had like an equipment purchase section.
No, that's what the starting gear's for.
Okay.
Did you at least set up? Did you at least choose your magic?
Yeah. Well, that's how I've been casting disguise self.
Okay, cool. Well, you're still disguised as a cultist, and they haven't twigged on it yet. But we're under attack. Shield yourself.
I'll draw me rapier and wait. How far away from them am I?
Yeah, a move.
30 feet.
All right. I'll get up and like stumble towards them, still putting on the. Oh, I'm dying! Oh, I want to go out on my feet, etc.
It's all right, lads. Bert's come to fucking help us. We're saved.
Does Bert, air quotes, look like he has any weapons at all?
Well, yeah. He'd probably be holding a rapier or a knife, well, yeah, he'd be holding a rapier because he's holding a
That's
rapier.
cool. If not, I was going to throw my axe at him.
That could have ended
Well, he just said that he had a rapier. So
Alright, cool.
I'm going to move forward, so I'm not actually getting into combat with them, but I'm just able to do so next round were the occasion
Okay,
to
cool.
arise. Do I have any spells that are relevant?
I don't know. What did you pick? I'm pretty sure you were going to go with I think it was Mocking Laughter or something like that, which is a psychic damage spell.
No, I think in the end I didn't end up doing that, so yeah, I'll just go. Just pass.
Okay, move yourself up then. Okay, cool. Manny.
With a shout of "Never venture, never win!" I throw. Hang on. Sacred Flame on the one closest to me.
Okay, roll him. He has to make a dex check to save that, which he makes. He's some preternatural sense. He sees the blazing orb of light come flying in his general direction and goes, "Oh, fucking hell!" and ducks. Don't know why he said it like that, but that's what came to mind at the moment.
It's canon now.
Cannon now.
Slippery bugger, isn't he?
Yeah, leaves on the eastern wind. Sorry, unless you want to move, Manfred.
Can I do that after a spell?
Well, yeah, because you can. That's an action. You've still got your move.
Ah. There we go.
Okay, so you go running towards them. You blast with holy light, which misses because you're running, and I'm assuming that you heft your maul as you get into combat.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Swinging it around.
Mental warfare.
Swinging it around you. It's psychological warfare.
Yep.
Give him a taste.
Okay, leaves.
I am going to shoot.
Who are you going to shoot?
That guy.
Okay. Yes, twang, and that is a sneak attack.
Ah, yes.
But you don't actually need to sneak attack because, much like most of the time when you shoot with your bow, you manage to thock him right in the ear. The arrow pierces his brain, and all of a sudden he goes "Grr," and just drops, sploosh into the river.
Excellent.
You monster, he had almost reached Bert.
No, Frank! He was 3 days from cultist retirement.
No, Bert, you didn't hear. He signed up for another tour. He was the best of us.
Oh, he was always a silly bugger.
Well, he was a clown for children's parties for the poor and underprivileged. You monsters, you killed him. Tom.
Those children will just have to go without.
Clowns. How dare they?
They're crazy-looking giant fuckers with big red noses. So
This
yeah,
is
Tom,
some
it's your
new
go.
age jester shit. So it's my go now, yeah?
Yeah, that's why I've been saying, Tom, it's your go for the last 2 minutes.
No, you weren't. You were making jokes about the guy who died.
Yeah, after I
Alright, I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Okay.
This guy is toast.
Ah.
Are you just going to use him? Oh, too late, you've already done it. Because you've got your sharpshooter feat, but you need to declare that before you use it.
Oh yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah, the bolt flies true and impales him in the side. He drops to one knee briefly before staggering back to his feet. He's clearly very hurt, but he's still armed. Okay, roll for initiative.
See if I
Actually, don't do it yet. Stop, 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 stop. I have to delete you all first, or you're going to get multiples.
Ludo is learning. It's adapting.
Now roll for initiative.
Alright, I'm going to be back in a moment. Seems to have 7 on the initiative.
That's okay. The bad guys rolled a mighty 3.
Well, actually, yeah, I might wait. See what everybody else is.
I think
7 might be high.
Fuck's
Yeah.
sake.
I'm missing someone.
Yeah, my roll isn't working. It says you attempted to use a roll command looking for a value of selected token. But
Yeah,
no
you
token
did. You
is
click on
selected.
your token first, because if you're not if your token isn't selected, it won't work.
Okay,
There you go.
cool. Alright, I'm definitely not going first, so I'll be right back to a second.
Okay, leaves on the wind. See how we soar. Off you go.
I shall take a shot with my bow.
At who?
That guy.
Okay. Right, okay, I was about to say this wasn't a sneak attack, but once again, it doesn't seem to matter because you're just one-shotting everyone like the sniper from fucking TF2. Again, another one drops an arrow in the neck. How are you doing this, you bastard?
It's all in the wrist.
Oh, good answer, well done. Boom, headshot. My parents do not approve. Mossy, it's your go.
Your beat.
There's guys in front of you, I point out.
Yeah, still, I'd like to run in this general direction.
Okay, well
And
you get
for-
one square before you're in combat.
No, while doing so, I'd like to grab my quarterstaff and cast Shillelagh while doing so.
Okay, so you technically would draw your quarterstaff, cast Shillelagh, then move.
And I'd like to whack this fellow over the head with my quarterstaff.
Okay, are you... Again, you're just going to try and brain him, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, unfortunately, he sees you coming out of... You are quite a large person. He sees you bellowing out of the forest, or the woodland, rather, and manages to get his dagger in the way and stops your blow. He snarls at your... Well, I suppose your thigh, because that's about where he comes up to on you, going... Elisio.
That does not sound sanitary.
Pete. Pete.
Hello.
Hello, it's your go.
Huh, what happened?
A kobold got one shot by the sniper from TF2, and Mossy tried to smash someone's head in with his quarterstaff and missed. So now it's your go.
Okay. It looks like there's still quite a lot of them left, so I'm gonna carry on doing. I'm gonna wave my rapier around while continuing the charade of being wounded to the point of near death, waiting for the opportunity to stab someone when they're not looking.
Okay, cool. You continue feigning
Injury.
Thank you.
Yep.
Tom, are you back? See,
I didn't leave.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you'd left.
I said I was going to leave after my turn soon, so
Oh,
it's like
right.
mid-order.
Okay, you'll go.
Okay. Alright. I will shoot the same guy I was shooting before. Is everyone revealed themselves?
Yeah, we're in combat now, so everyone's revealed.
Alright, I'm going to use a tree as cover instead of standing like these rooms.
Do you want to move your character so you're in that sort of...
Boop.
Yeah, cool, that's fine.
And then I'm going to snipe at that dude.
Okay, no worries.
So dick!
Okay, so moving into the as you're moving into cover, you're raising your crossbow. Unfortunately, some of the leaves get in your eyes, and you temporarily blink, and that throws your aim off. The crossbow bolt goes whipping past him and into the slope on the other side.
Very happy to
Okey-dokey.
me.
Tegan.
Back him up.
Axel.
Oh, sorry, forgot about the push to talk. I am going to shoot that guy.
Okie dokie. Okay, you draw your bow, let loose, and you hit him square in the chest. He'd already taken a massive shot earlier on, so you managed to plug him right in the shoulder, and the blood loss is too much, and he drops and just crumples to the ground.
Of course, my character
Being
is
dead.
ecstatic that this is actually working, and I'm not
Yeah.
fumbling.
Which brings us to Ingvar.
Right. Let's see. I'm shopping at the same dude as I did before.
Okay.
There's one right there. And this time I fucked it up.
Right, as you bring the axe down, he's ready for you, and he manages to leap aside. You cut a big rip down the side of one of his down his robe. It's close, but you don't actually do any damage to him.
Curses.
Manny.
Right, push to talk. I am going to hit the guy right in front of me with my maul.
Okay, you're just going to flatten him, or you're going to try and sweep the leg, Johnny? What are you going to try and do?
No, just, flatten, overhead swing.
Okay, you're just going to turn him into paste.
Yep.
Nice, go for it. Okay, you limber up and you get a bit of a fucking swing round your head, and to build up some momentum, and you bring the maul down in a huge arc that so hard that it kind of makes your feet leave the ground a little bit with a counterbalance. There's just this moment where time seems to slow down, and you see the kobold look up with a terrified look on his face. He blinks, and then his head basically explodes like you've just hit a tomato with a sledgehammer.
Jesus Christ.
Get it.
Ooh.
Speaking of tomato sauce, someone buy me a pizza, damn it! And now it's time for the bad guys.
I did offer. I was asking for postcodes.
Oh, I didn't think you were being serious.
Yeah, we can't actually buy you pizza without a postcode. I tried to as well.
Oh shit! I didn't realise people were being serious. I thought you were taking the mickey out of me. I'm just used to so many people mocking me on a constant basis.
I actually couldn't decide asking for both yours and Brian's postcode.
Well, I'm not going to say it on the stream. I'll tell you afterwards.
You're a DM, you deserve pizza.
Ooh, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
Inspiration.
I'm not gonna bribe you with inspiration. Have 50 XP.
Thank you, good sir.
Yeah, even though we're not actually using the XP system in this game, so it's completely worthless.
It's for morale.
You get XP, morale XP. Yeah. Okay, so these guys are going to try and attack Ingvar.
Oh joy.
Hey, it's 50 XP above everybody
And
else.
they both miss, but they have advantage because they're cultists and they're in proximity. My God! That was 1175. Yeah, you're alright.
Shit cultists as always.
God, and I thought it was just the RNGs that hated me.
Try harder, guys!
At least you didn't get a 0.
That's impossible on dice.
Sure it is. Ask Ludo how impossible it is to get a 0.
Oh,
Alright, so I've got
I've got
5
negative
guys
dice.
ganging up on me now.
Yeah,
And I'm back.
they're cold.
Help!
What's your AC, please, Ingvar?
16.
Well, that's a grand total of 1 hit from those kobolds.
4.
3 points of piercing damage.
No, I'm below 10.
Oh, that's 2 hits on Mossy. For
No, great.
6 points of piercing damage in total. Manfred, what's your AC?
Let me check. 16.
No, you're fine. 3 of them attacked you. No one got any damage on you. Okay, that is the turn over. We're back to the top. Leaves on the wind.
Alright. Which one of those two looks the least wounded?
Give me a perception check. Well, they've both taken wounds. You can't really tell who's the most, though. But they've both definitely been wounded because they're both bleeding.
Okay, then I'll shoot that.
Okay. Right, okay. Unfortunately, you miss, and because you were shooting into melee, that is not in this version of the game. I forgot we were playing rules as written. That would have normally hit them. You're lucky in not doing that in this version. So yeah, you miss.
Aha!
Mossy.
Yeah.
I use Cure Wounds on myself. Because I'm rather injured.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. Where is Cure Wounds again?
Who was holding the 3? Who's got one of the fake healing potions?
I do.
So Ingvar's got 1.
I don't have one. I didn't ever pick one.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Manfred's got 1.
Yeah, I think I was the only one who actually took one.
Okay, so we'll assume that they're being held by Manfred, Elisio, and Tom then.
Oh, me. Because I'm because I'm uneducated and stuff like this.
Okay, so so Manfred's got 1, Elisio's got 1, and Tegan's got 1. Yeah, you get 10 hit points back, Mossy.
While doing so, I pull out my quarterstaff and cast Shillelagh on it, and that's it.
You said it lasted for a minute?
It lasts until I do an attack and have to or up to a minute, so I've recast it again.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, Elisio. You see that the kobolds have scattered, and now they're heading to your erstwhile companions. They've completely ignored you.
Excellent. So we've kind of got 2 roughly equal groups then?
Yeah, and there's a couple that are headed into the tunnel.
Oh, do I know if anyone's in the tunnel?
Yeah, you were aware the plan involved the young elven boy Tegan staying in the attacking from that direction, and you can't see him out, so you could make the assumption that he's still in the tunnel.
That's the
You're a
least
smart
amount
guy.
of kobolds, right?
Yeah, there's a couple of kobolds went into the tunnel.
Alright, I'm gonna, while declaiming loudly about how much I'm injured, I'm gonna wander my way over towards where the two ones are. So how many spaces can I move?
6.
Okay. So be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I do that?
Yep, you don't count as being in combat because they think you're a friend. Tegan,
I am
you
their
see
friend.
you see a cultist come round the corner, following those 2 kobolds that are coming towards you. You probably are about to have a panic attack. But yeah, it's your go. You've still got an action that you can make, Alicia.
Is like you say before that charge isn't a thing in this.
It's not, no.
Okay.
I mean, there's a feat for it, but it's not one of the standard things.
Okay. In that case, I'll just ready an action in case anybody sees, like, comes at me to, in case any enemy comes at me to stab them good.
Okay, well, I will just point out the guys that you've just walked past. They're currently attacking Ingvar. You are flanking that one that you're standing diagonal to. So if you were to attack him, you would have advantage, which means you can choose the highest of the 2 dice numbers that come up.
Oh, okay, that's probably enough to actually be worthwhile doing the commit for them.
Yeah, and I'm actually being attacked by 5 dudes, so I am quite outnumbered.
If they turn on me, I'll just die instantly, but sure, why not?
Well, not really, because they can't get away from the melee without being smashed in the face by a giant. Well, you killed him, so I think I'll just shut up. You just as you walk past him, going, oh, the pain, the pain, the pain, die! You stab him in the back. You'll catch him completely by surprise. Ingvar, you don't really notice it because you're busy holding off the attacks of 4 other guys, but the needle tip of a rapier just immediately protrudes from the chest cavity of one of the kobolds, and he drops. The surgeon's skill of Elisio has basically found the heart with a single thrust.
I say,
And I believe if you're casting Disguise Self and you attack, that your disguise drops now.
I would assume so, yes.
So you go ping, and like the guise falls away like a dark mist, and you're there in your long black frock coat and top hat, looking suave as F.
Well, that's the only way I ever look. So that
Damn
goes
right.
without saying.
A rakish grin upon your face.
All the rakes. And some of the ish.
Yeah. And it's Tom Bass's turn.
Alright, I lean out from behind my tree. And I'm going to pink a shot at this dude.
Standard or sharpshooter?
I complete what sharpshooter does.
Sharpshooter means that you get a -5 to hit, but plus 10 damage if you hit.
Yeah, fucking right, I'm gonna do that shit. It's time, boys. This could be big. This could be big. So, 2 hit.
You don't. I've just added him 5 to his AC. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
You missed.
It would have been good as well. Isn't he fighting? So don't I get advantage?
No.
He's in melee with me, isn't he?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you get advantage just because you're shooting into
Oh.
melee. If you were behind him in melee, then you would get advantage. But because you're shooting at him, you don't. Because they're moving around in combat. Oh, me bloody thingy fell over.
I was going to say, if that's the case, wouldn't you have a slight disadvantage? You may hit your friend.
Yeah, but that's not actually in the rules, and because, as I said, we're playing this as close to raw as we can, then
Yeah.
yeah. Tegan, your go. Unless you want to move, Brian.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Must keep hiding.
A sensible chap.
Okay. So, right. Being the guy that I am, I'm gonna panic and I'm gonna throw magic around.
Okay, cool. You're going to need to drop your bow for that because you don't have Warcaster.
I know. I'm gonna drop my shield. I'm gonna put my hands together, and I am going to flash a color spray in the kobold's general direction.
Okay. Do you want to roll that with the description so I know what it does, please?
Yes.
Okay, so 15-foot cone in front of you. That's both of them. Okay, and...
Apply the lowest
give
each.
me a second. 6d10, this how many hit? Right, so it takes it from a pool. Okay, fair enough. Yep, so that's enough to kill both of them. Alicia, as you're walking in, you turn into the darkness of the tunnel, and you see the frightened look.
Turn into the darkness.
Yeah, that was not what I meant, but you know, canon now. You look into the darkness, and you see the frightened face of the elf youth, who you've completely written off as a pansy who just pinks at people with a bow. Drop his bow, and you think to yourself, "Oh God, here we go. We're going to have to scrape him off the bloody floor." And he raises his hands almost to surrender before thrusting them out in front of him and going, "Aah!" And this bright kaleidoscope of flashing lights goes roaring out in front of him. Red, green, blue, many other colours. I'm sure there are more than those. But... but the kobolds are just swept away in a dazzling display of light, which is really, really awesome because it looks like there's a fucking 80s hair metal band, and since Axel's surname is Paradise and he's got the most hair metal band name in the history of the world, it's perfectly fitting.
Sorry, are they actually being hurt by this, or are they?
Yes, they are completely destroyed by the coloured lights.
I can only assume that I'm hallucinating.
Okay.
So it's not part of Guns N' Roses then, right?
Look, his full name is Axel Paradise. You couldn't get a more hair metal name than that.
Yeah, and he's a redhead, so you know.
Yeah.
It's probably a result of drinking all those health potions.
you got high on your own supply, did you?
I must have.
Man, I've got to lay off the hallucinogens.
So his middle name's Guns N' Roses and his surname's double-barreled, so it's Paradise City.
Get out.
Right.
Ingvar, it's your go.
Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stab someone. Except
Nice.
I'm gonna slash it. Yeah, I'll attack the same dude again. And
Okay, this time you're in your favourite position. You're surrounded, knowing full well that you can't miss even if you hit in any direction. You swing the axe around your head, cackling maniacally as your beard bristles. Now, unfortunately, when you swing your axe, you don't hit the guy you were aiming at. But the guy next to him didn't duck in time and gets caught full in the chest by the axe. Now, literally, you cave in his rib cage and he coughs blood pretty all over the axe, spraying in a wide crimson arc before dropping to the ground and just bleeding.
excellent.
Manfred.
Brutal.
Using my first level feat, I'm going to attempt to hit all of the guys in front of me.
What's the first level feat that you've got?
I can attack once more as a bonus action.
That's not a feat, that's a class skill.
Yeah, well, that one then.
Okay, so there's actually 4 guys in front of you, so what you would have to do is you attack normally, and then you can use your channel divinity to attack again in your bonus action.
Exactly.
Okay, go for it.
So I wind up and swing.
Okay, and give me the second one. Okay, what you actually do is two kobolds are leaping towards you with their daggers, their eyes glinting in the darkness, their sharp needle teeth dripping with unspeakable ooze. And as they're flying through the air, you're like, "Not today!" And you swing your massive maul in a huge arc. You actually smash into both of them and send them about 50 feet down across the other side of the river, like you've just baseball hit them into the distance.
Swing, bada, 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 swing.
When they land, they don't get back up again.
I'm completely happy with that.
Okay, seeing that everyone's fucked and that they're completely outclassed in every single way, the kobolds start to run.
Right, we want to kill them all.
So you get an attack of opportunity against this one, Mossy. Dead. You get an attack of opportunity against this one because you've not used your reaction, Manfred. Dead. You get an attack of opportunity against either one of the two kobolds or the cultists, Ingvar.
I'm gonna go for the cultist.
Okay, cool.
I figure that he's coherent of the bunch.
Jesus,
Dead.
attack rolls.
And these guys are taking off for the hill. They're running for the hills, the few survivors. Leaves, it's your go. Are you going to let them go or are you going to finish them off?
I'm gonna finish them off.
Okay.
What a gentleman.
That one.
Okie dokie. Yep, again, right in the back between the shoulder blades. He goes down. And, yep, drops. Once another dead body floating down the river. Mossy.
I charge at that fellow.
Okay.
And while doing so, I cast Shillelagh again
Okie
and
dokie.
hit him.
Yep, no worries.
1 second.
Oh, okay. So you swing the magic imbued quarterstaff round your head. It's feathers and little pebbles and things that you've tied to it for magical purposes and focus, clattering in the air, and you catch him right in the side. Now there's a crunch. You can tell you've broken ribs. He's still up, but he's coughing blood and he's not looking happy. Eligio.
Is there anything left to do at this point?
Well, you can either just, like, watch them run and be like, ha ha ha, or you could, try and stab one in the back as they retreat. It's up to you.
I guess I could reach this guy. I got this. 2, 3, 4, 5.
There's another guy there that you could have gone to as well.
Is there? Oh, it's kind of hard to see these guys.
Yeah, it's the pebbles. I'll put a next time we fight on this terrain, I'll make sure I put a aura around them so that you can see them a bit better.
Yeah,
or you could zoom in a bit. It's up to you.
I've just found the ones without having monster icons without a surround quite hard to work with.
Okay, hang on. Let me just. It's not really going to help now, but I'll put a little red dot on him just so you can see him a bit better. Yeah, as he's running, you stride up, outdistancing him with your long, supple legs and shapely buttocks, and neatly. I don't know why I said that.
Oh yeah, sexy, and you know it.
And you neatly sever his spinal column between the shoulder blades, and again he drops.
Yeah, excellent.
I think Brian has infected you a little bit too much.
Tom, it's your go.
I- is this the last one?
Yes, that is the last one.
Is he alive?
He's not happy, but he's alive. Yes.
Currently,
Is he being captured? Is he?
I don't know. You
He's
can yell
being
out to
beaten.
try and capture if you want, but Mossy seems intent on
I go-
smashing his face in.
Grab a little prick.
I'm sorry. What?
Grab him. We need to ask him some fucking questions.
I can attempt to.
Alright, Mustache, you grab him.
Righto, right away.
Okay, Tegan. You do anything?
I'm gonna pick up my bow and I'm gonna slowly make my way out to the riverway.
Okay, Ingvar. You know, if you're a real dwarf, you would have just taken out your hand axe and thrown it at the fucking kobold in the back to be like, fuck you.
Toss yourself.
Nobody tosses a dwarf. Except for Mrs. Dwarf. And then only on my birthday. Okay, am I assuming you're not doing anything?
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Ingvar, to Eric.
What? It's my turn.
Yeah, that's why I've been talking to you, asking if you're doing anything.
Oh, sorry, I haven't been listening because.
It's alright, we're almost done. We're just finishing off this combat.
Yeah, sorry. Deal with it.
Okay, yeah. He puts on the dwarf
sorry.
sunglasses.
I was talking to my dad.
Oh, right, okay.
I can't actually reach anything, unfortunately.
Okay.
So, wait, what? Hang on. You argued that I should bring the frickin' light hammer that I could actually throw. Any idea what the range is on that?
Yeah, the range of the light... You're in range. You can throw the light hammer, although I will point out, you might not have heard it, but Tom did yell that he wanted that we should capture, that you guys should capture that last kobold. And Manfred said he was going to try and do
Oh,
it.
well, but...
But you are a dwarf and these are a kobold, and you do have a throwing hammer.
Sympathizers. So, well, it's 1d4 for thrown damage, yeah?
Well, you need to roll this hit first, which would be a
Yeah,
range...
I actually hadn't
Yeah,
put that
well, in order to
Oh,
do
wait,
that,
okay.
it would be D20 plus your dexterity bonus plus 2 because you have
No, but-
proficiency with thrown hammers.
Alright,
So D20
let's-
plus 4 plus your proficiency bonus.
Let's see if this works.
Not proficiency bonus, your dex bonus. Yeah, you lob the hammer at him, but it goes sailing over his head and plonk in the into the river.
Bollocks.
Manfred.
I am going to do a running tackle on the kobold and try to, I suppose, grapple him.
Okay,
Take him alive.
give
Anyway.
me an attack roll, not a weapon attack roll, just a standard attack roll. So D20 plus your strength bonus plus 2. Not 2, not even 2, just D20 plus your strength bonus.
Oh, shit, hang on. Oh,
Now, if you go to
Big
skills,
combat.
scroll all the way down to the bottom, there'll be a thing that says strength test. Just roll that.
yeah, I'm just messing things up right now. What did you say?
Yeah, just go to skills, scroll down to the bottom where it will be like tests, and there'll be a strength test button. Just click that. Yep. Okay. Yeah. You go sprinting at him, and you remember back to the seminary school when the priests were teaching you how to play rugby, which is a real man's game. If you like football, you're a fucking dick. And you execute a perfect rugby tackle and hit him at waist height. well, it was supposed to be waist height, but it would have been that would have been like knee height on a human. But because this is a kobold, you hit him at waist height, and you jackknife him into the fucking river. There's a brief moment where you're both underwater, and you can see the fucking long, glorious mustache start to like float out, like it's as it's being supported by the water. Before you burst forth, holding him in a full Nelson. He's scrabbling and biting at your arms, trying to get loose, but through your big, strong man arms and the pure power of mustache, he's trapped.
Sweet.
Now that the mustache just hit water, it's acting like catfish feelers on the top of his head.
And that brings us to the end of combat, and that is where we shall leave it for this week. Ladies and gentlemen on Twitch and those watching later on YouTube, thank you for joining us. We will be playing this game every second week, so this will be the second part of this chapter will be on the 9th of June at 1700 GMT, that's 2000 Europe time. Europe and Europe and the UK are the only countries that matter, everyone else can bugger off.
Fuck you.
Europe isn't a country.
Yeah,
It will be one day.
Yeah, all right then. Although technically you're from Sweden and you're not in. I don't think Sweden's not in the EU either now, and neither are we.
We are.
So
Guys,
Yeah,
not
it is.
in the EU anymore.
I thought-
Talking to you.
I don't know.
Norway isn't.
Oh, it's Norway that's not. My bad. My apologies. Anyway, so yeah, please like and subscribe on YouTube and subscribe on Twitch, and we hope to see you again next time.
YouTube channel.
Good hunting.
Oh
to
yeah,
you
the
guys.
YouTube channel
And girls.
will be on YouTube / Big Ludo 22 or possibly on Laurentium Productions. That is yet to be decided yet. Again, this is
We will put a link in the channel description. At a later
I will put a link, and after I've had a banner made and everything, so for next time you can it's very easy to find out. Okay, so yeah, thank you for joining us, and peace out.
All right, Bart.